like my old man. He was a lion, the word of father's pride, but I was defiant when he made me walk the line. He knew how to lift me up and when to let me fall. Looking back, he always had a plan. My old man, my old man. Feel the callus on his hands and dusty overalls. My old man. Now I finally understand. I have a lot to learn from my old man. Now I'm a giant. Got a son of my own. He's always trying to go everywhere I go. Do the best I can, raise him up the right way, hoping that he someday wants to be like his old man. Trying to fill the boots of my old man. Heard you laugh like that in a long time. I wonder if it stopped this world like it did mine just now. I see you sipping white wine instead of whiskey. If he wants you to be just a little more city, well, I'm sorry if I'm overstepping boundaries I don't mean to be, but I just got to tell you how I feel. If he ever singles you up, if he's ever stupid enough, I'm gonna be the first one calling you. Ain't treating you right, I'm gonna be the first one calling him crazy. Cause girl, it's just a matter of time until you find that the right guy staring you back into your eyes right now. No rush, but if he ever singles you up, he hasn't even looked your way since you walked in. But I can't help it that I can't take my eyes off of you. Your favorite song just came on and me and you were singing along. He don't even know a single word. If he ever singles you up, if he's ever stupid enough, I'm gonna be the first one calling you baby. If he ain't holding you tight, if he ain't treating But if he ever singles you up, if he ever singles you up, I'll be the first to call, baby. Sorry if I'm overstepping boundaries I don't mean to be, but I've just got to tell you how I feel. If he ever singles you up, if he's ever stupid in love, I'm gonna be the first one calling you baby. If he ain't holding you tight, if he ain't treating you right, I'm gonna be the first one calling him crazy. Cause girl, it's just a matter of time until you find that the right guy staring you back into your eyes right now. No rush, but if he ever singles you up, oh, if he ever singles you up, if he ever singles you up. Flame, green lighted up when I hear you say my name. Yeah, you know just how to start. You shine, and I just can't wait to get you out tonight. Yeah, you know how bad I want it. Ride the Chevy like a Cadillac, blow that one stop line, no looking back. Wherever we're going, gotta get there fast. I'm talking red hot, wet kiss falling off your lips. I'm talking red hot, red dress hanging on your hips. I'm talking backseat, heartbeat pounding in my chest. I'm seeing red, I'm seeing red. Can't get you out of my head, girl. Can't get you out of my head. The way you color up my world. I'm
All right, race fans, are you guys ready to go racing? Hey, that's a pretty good sound from this crowd. I'm so glad you're back here with us after our summer break. Welcome and welcome back to Kern County Raceway. We've got an exciting night of racing for you. It's Fastenal KGET night at the races. And let me tell you, we've got some special guests here with us this evening from KGET. Of course, she's Kern County's favorite, what do you call it? It's not weather person. What is that called? Oh, chief meteorologist. And she's also a new mom. And she is Mrs. Bakersfield. Please welcome to Kern County Raceway, Alyssa Carlson. Alyssa, welcome back. And I just have to tell you, Alyssa was our first ever trophy girl here at Kern County Raceway. It's so glad to have you back. We hope you guys enjoy the night.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here, by the way. It's 102. So it says a lot to see so many of you out here tonight on a hot night, and it just really shows the importance of racing here in Kern County. So give it up to yourselves for coming out and supporting this here in our county. We are so excited for KGET Night at the Races. I hope you had a chance to check out the Thumbs Up Cancer Down booth at the beginning. Kevin Charette, our morning forecaster, is out there, so you can say hi to him. Jason Galvin, our morning anchor, is racing. Yeah, give it up to him. He's not in the Thumbs Up Cancer Down car today. He's actually going to be in this car right here. So don't get confused. We need to root for that car as well. But are you excited tonight?
Yeah, I think we got a good race car. So it's good to see so many people out here. I know, like you said, it's hot. It's been hot in the car all day. And then there's that super overrated fight that's happening later. A bunch of people are wasting money on right now. But I'm glad you guys are all here. Thanks for supporting local racing, and we appreciate it. We're going to try to put on a fun show for you.
All right. We want to see you win.
We're going to do our best. So, and make sure you go up. Like Alyssa said, I usually drive the 42 car. We had an issue with one of our drivers today. So I jumped into this one, and Roger Holder's going to drive my car. But Kevin is here with Thumbs Up Cancer Down, and he, of course, is our morning weather guy. And They have a great charity up there, Thumbs Up Cancer Down, that we run on the 42 car. So we're hoping to put both cars up here at the end of the night. But go up and see Kevin and Cody and everybody from Thumbs Up and learn something about this charity that's doing so much for people who are fighting cancer in Kern County. We'd really appreciate it.
All right. And with that, we will go ahead and get things started.
Thanks, Alyssa. Thank you, Jason. Good luck tonight. Give it up for him one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Alyssa Carlson and Jason Galvin. Now I want to bring out one of the guys that makes this right here happen. These guys in the yellow suits, they're the best in the business, ladies and gentlemen. It's Motorsports Fire and Rescue, and they are the best in the business across the nation. It doesn't matter. The guy that's responsible for putting this team together, well, it's a special day for him today. Please wish Darren Walrath a very, very happy birthday. Darren, come on out here, buddy. I'll tell you what, 51 years old, my friend. I hope you're going to have a great time tonight at the races.
I am. I'm actually going to watch a race for one time from up above. So it's going to be nice to watch that from up above and watch the crew down here. So.
Now, you guys actually have a special guest with you tonight. Now, this gentleman has traveled over 1,500 miles to come visit family here in California. And Motorsports Fire and Rescue wanted to show him the best short track right here in the country, right? This is the best short track in the U.S. of A. Would you agree, race fans? Well, he's from, now watch this. He's from Bokashi, Oklahoma. Please welcome E6 Staff Sergeant with the U.S. Army Infantry 19th Delta Division, 18 years of service, many, many awards, and he is about ready to head out to his third and final tour in Afghanistan. Please welcome Royce Bilyeu to Kern County Raceway. Royce, first of all, I like your shirt. It matches right with my Mustang. And thank you for your service, and thanks for joining us here tonight at Kern County Raceway. We hope you enjoy your time.
My pleasure.
Right on. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Royce Bilyeu, you come home safe, bud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we do each and every Saturday night here, it's time to get the show started, and we do that with one thing, and that is our invocation. So I'm going to ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, remove your caps. For Jim Harmer tonight, that will deliver our prayer.
First, before we pray, what I want you all to do to remember when you pray today is remember Texas. I don't know if you have any family members there, but they're really struggling right now. And so we need to keep them in prayer. And not only that, but our military too, and keep them in prayer. And tonight, let's pray for this race, for these race drivers and everybody involved, and we just want you all to have a good time. So let's pray. Father, I thank you right now in the name of Jesus. Father, first of all, for being able to come here and being able to enjoy such a night like tonight, Father God, and enjoy races, Father God, and be able to enjoy this as a family. And Father, I pray right now, Father, for Texas, Father God, that you touch them, Father. And I pray for our military tonight, Father God, that you reach out and touch every service person, Father, in the name of Jesus. And Father, I thank you for every driver, that you protect them, every crew member, Father, every safety personnel. And Father, I thank you, Lord God, as these people go home tonight, Father, that you protect them going to their homes. And Father, we ask that in Jesus' name. And everyone said, amen.
Hey, Jim, if you would, pray for my hair, because this is some crazy hat hair I got going on right now. If you could just bless that hair, that'd be fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please remain standing. And if we've got a very special guest here tonight, P.J. Hernandez, who is an active U.S. Navy member. He is going to fly this Navy flag for those 10 sailors that lost their lives in a recent incident. And as I get ready to introduce to you, to welcome back to Kern County Raceway for the singing of our national anthem, please put your hands together for Laura Rogers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
Laura Rogers, ladies and gentlemen, and P.J. Hernandez for those 10 sailors in remembrance. What do you say, race fans? Are you all ready to get this party started? Let's go racing! All right, race fans, I'm over here now. Sorry about the delay in me getting back on the microphone. Cars are rolling. We're ready to go. We're done with our summer break. I see there is our pace car driver, Tim West, along with Samantha Bailey, our trophy girl tonight. So glad to have her here. Fastenal KGET night at the races. We're about ready to get underway. Lights are out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the lone wolf tonight on the microphone. Hope you don't mind hearing from me all night long. Let's meet the drivers. Jason Galvin in the 32 tonight. Anthony Barkett in the 59. Mark Allen in the 20. The 55 of Mike Mason. The 9 of Ed Coffey. The 99 of Chris Joslin. The 8 of Jim Coffey. The 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger. The 42 of Roger Holder, and the 30, the quick lane at Jim Burke Ford Sponsor Machine. He is your pole center. He's got Jason Galvin on the outside of him. That's your front row. The 42 of the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder on the inside of row 2. Taking a little bit to get this lineup ready to go. It looks like the 8 of Jim Coffey is pulling up on the high side. And now the 99 of Chris Jocelyn will go on the outside of row number 2. Row number 3 will look like this. The 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger on the inside, and the 8 of Jim Coffey on the outside. Lights are still on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car. We'll be going around at least one more time. They'll shut the lights out this time by. Next row, that's row number 4 on the inside. It's the 9 of Ed Red Coffey, your second quick qualifier. And then it's the Sunlight Purelator Mason Motorsports Elite Signs number 55 of Mike Mason, who started on the outside of row number 4 in 8th position. He's your quick time qualifier tonight, your Budweiser pole sitter. However, with the invert, he'll start in 8th. That makes it exciting for you race fans. And then the final row, the 20 of Mark Allen on the outside and the 59 of Anthony Barkett on the inside. Lights are out, and we're getting ready to kick off Fastenal KGET night at the races. Tim West in the pace car tonight, as he is each and every Saturday night. Up in the flag stand, Mrs. Bakersfield, Alyssa Carlson will get KGET night at the races kicked off tonight. She's also the chief meteorologist for KGET Channel 17 and an awesome wife and mother. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the start box, and Alyssa's going to set them free. We're racing here at Kern County Raceway. Jason Galvin with a fantastic start up on the high side, but the 30 of Bill Stevens scoots to the inside to challenge him out of turn number 2. Tanner Wattenbarger in the 97 makes quick work of Stevens and now moves up into second spot. So as they cross the stripe to complete lap number 1, it's the 32 of Jason Galvin, he's your leader, followed by the 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger running in second. Then it's the 30 of Bill Stevens, and we've got a challenge for 4th. The 42 of the West Coast Wild Man, Roger Holder, in the thumbs-up cancer down machine, slides high through 3 and 4, opens the door for the 9 machine of Ed Coffey, and Ed's going to walk right through it, the 9 car, to the inside of the 30 of Bill Stevens as they rocket down the back straightaway into turn number 4. This is the battle on the racetrack, and it's for 3rd position. The 55 of Mike Mason. Looking to the inside of the 9 of Ed Coffey. He's got the preferred line through 3 and 4. 3 laps into this 30-lapper. 3 half-mile divisions here tonight at Kern County Raceway, plus the NX Bandoleros and the future stars of racing, the Mini Dwarfs. Mike Mason now has moved up into the 3rd spot. That's the white and blue number 55 machine you see coming off of turn number 2. And Tanner Wattenbarger got loose right in front of Mason, and that's going to slow his momentum down and allow the 55 of Mason to catch him coming off of turn number 4. The Coffey brothers, Ed in the number 9 machine, the younger brother running in 4th ahead of points leader and older brother, the 8 of Jim Coffey. Back to the second place battle as they enter turn number 3. Mike Mason to the inside of the 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger. Mason will take over second place at the stripe. Jason Galvin with a 7-car length advantage over Mike Mason as he makes the pass and clears the 97 out of turn number 2. Not so fast, says Tanner Wattenbarger. Now he lets him in. Wattenbarger's going to pull in behind the 55 of Mike Mason. And the Coffey brothers still battling nose to tail for 4th and 5th position. Very quickly, 7 laps in the books. Jason Galvin's been out in front for all 7. This is not his normal race car that he drives. That one, oh boy, trouble for the 9 of Ed Red Coffey. Heavy smoke coming from the number 9 machine. He's going to try to limp it back to the pits to see if we can stay green. Looking on the racetrack for any type of fluid. Looks like that might have been a rear end on the number 9 of Ed Coffey, who qualified very well and was running in the top 5. And now something mechanical has gone wrong on that machine. He is ambulating very slowly down the back straightaway, but he is going to make it to the pits. as your leaders pass him into turn number 3. Jason Galvin, your leader, the 32. He's led the first third of this one. 10 down and 20 to go. Galvin not normally in that 32 machine, as I started to say before Ed Coffey had his mechanical issue, but has moved over into Michael Lee's ride. That's the 32 Crush Bar and Restaurant sponsored machine. The 42 car currently in the top 5, running in 5th. That's Jason's normal ride. Jason's teammate Michael Lee had a medical issue, I believe, with his back, and he had to head to the emergency room, and that took him out of tonight's race. And I'm hearing some snap, crackling, and popping coming from one of these Les Schwab Tires spec mods here tonight at Kern County Raceway, and it sounds like it's in the top 4. Galvin able to hang on to the lead after a serious challenge from the 55 of Mike Mason. 2 battles going on in the top 4. The first right here out of turn 4. The 32 of Jason Galvin now feeling the intense pressure from the 55 of Mike Mason. The 20 of Mark Allen going to pull it in on lap 13. 13 down. 17 laps to go. They are wheel to wheel into turn number 3 for the lead. The 55 of Mike Mason drove it in deep into turn number 3, pulled the 55 car down to the white line, and passed the 32 of Jason Galvin. Nearing the halfway point now. Nice battle in the top 4. The rest of the cars are spread out throughout this big half-mile speedway here in Bakersfield, California. Kern County Raceway. It's Fastenal KGET night at the races. Glad to have 2 wonderful partners like Fastenal and KGET, our local NBC affiliate. This time by, it'll be 15 down and 15 to go. Now 16 down, 14 laps remain. And Mike Mason out for a nice Saturday night cruise. That car is finally dialed in. He did receive a win earlier this year, only to fail post-race inspection. Tough break for the 55 team. And they've been working hard all year long to get back to Raymond's Trophy victory lane. And with 17 down and 13 to go, he's well on his way. Mike Mason, former late model driver at Mesa Marin Raceway, and then traveled back east. Raced in some Hooters Cup, some super late model stuff back there, and worked at some very reputable race teams back there in North Carolina. Now made his way back to Bakersfield, his hometown. He graduated college and now is married to Natalie. Down the front straightaway he goes. 19 down, just 11 laps remain. Here's a run through your top 10. Mike Mason is your leader. The 32 of Jason Galvin runs in second. The 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger is in third now, but he's got all he can handle with the number 8 of Jim Coffey, your points leader. Those two are first and second in the NASCAR Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod points here at Kern County Raceway. That's a battle inside of a battle right there. So there is third and fourth, rocketing wheel to wheel down the back straight into turn number 3. Coffey with the advantage, drifts up just a little bit from the bottom side of the racetrack. 21 in the books, 9 laps to go. The 42 of Roger Holder runs in 5th. The 99 of Chris Joslin is 6th, and Anthony Barkett in the 59 is 7th. The car that started on the pole, the 30 of Bill Stevens, is 8th, and now 1 lap down. 22 down, 8 laps to go. It's been a dominating run, the second half of this race, for the 55 of Mike Mason. Mason now has opened up a 1.425 second advantage over the 32 of early leader Jason Galvin. Settling now into third, your points leader, the 8 of Jim Coffey. Back to fourth now, the 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger, who challenged for the lead early, only his car has been a little loose And you can see him getting sideways there through turns 3 and 4. That rear end of that race car wanting to step out. Your leader, Mike Mason, crosses the stripe to complete lap number 24. Next up will be some quarter-mile racing action for the NX Bandoleros. 15 laps for the NX Bandoleros coming up after the Les Schwab Tire Spec Mods here tonight at Kern County Raceway. The great big ball of gas and fire that heats our planet has now set in the west, and it's starting to cool down. It's getting pretty nice down here in the infield. And we're getting real close to seeing the checkered flag. 26 laps have been completed. 4 to go for the number 55 of Mike Mason. We call him the closer, Jim Coffey, in the number 9 machine. No matter where he starts, he tends to pick drivers off late in the race, and it looks like he's closing in on the second place 32 car of Jason Galvin. The top 4 pretty equally separated as your leader, Mike Mason, comes down the back straight into 3. Then it's Galvin in the 32, the 8 of Jim Coffey, and the 97 of Tanner Wattenbarger, your top 4. 28 down, 2 laps to go. Mike Mason with a 1.7 second advantage. We'll see the white flag next time by. Mason in the sunlight. Purelator, Elite Signs and Promotion sponsor number 55, sees the white flag as your leader. Galvin with a nice lead in second. He's got that lead over the 8 of Jim Coffey for the final time into 3 and 4. And he is back in Raymond's Trophy victory lane. The number 55 of Mike Mason wins the Les Schwab Tires 30-lap main event here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Jason Galvin in the 32 comes home in second. The 8 of Jim Coffey is third. The 97, Tanner Wattenbarger, fourth. And fifth place will go to the 42 of Roger Holder. I'll make my way down to Raymond's Trophy victory lane to interview the top 3, the podium finishers tonight. Coming home in third, the 8 of Jim Coffey. In second, the 32 of Jason Galvin. And your winner tonight, the 55, the double nickel of Mike Mason. A great run for the 55 team. They've had fast cars all year long. Some contact, some bad luck. A little bit of a rules infraction on his trip to Raymond's Trophy victory lane last time, but this one got that new motor in there. They finally figured it out. It is handling very well. And he will greet Samantha Bailey, our trophy girl, tonight in Raymond's Trophy victory lane to pick up the hardware. Yeah, that's where I want every winner, right there at the top of Raymond's Trophy victory lane on those checkerboards. Jason Galvin comes home in second. He's out of his race car. And it looks like he had to work for that one. Jim Coffey, your points leader, comes home in third, but your winner tonight, the Racing Distribution LLC, Sunlight Electric, Elite Signs and Promotion sponsor number 55. Mike Mason, what a journey it's been to get back here to Raymond's Trophy victory lane for him here in 2017. Hans device is off. Helmet's coming off. And I know his dad's headed to Raymond's Trophy victory lane as well as Grandpa, who's here tonight. Always a gentleman putting his hat on first, making sure that fire suit's ready. And he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Mason wins Les Schwab Tires 30 here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Well, Bud, let's talk about your 2017 season. First of all, congratulations. You guys have this car. We know it's fast. We know this car has several wins here at KCRP, but you guys had a little bit of trouble earlier on getting her figured out and finding some luck. You got a win earlier this year. A little bit of problem with the engine. You got that replaced, and you really had to work hard to get back here to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. You guys do that tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it just seems like this year we've really beat ourselves more than anything, and we just kind of pondered over the time off, and so let's go back to the basics of having fun. We got the speed, so we worked on her a little bit, and look at it now.
Let's talk about your journey. I'm talking you were a teenager at Mesa Marin Raceway running late models in 2005 when that shut down, but you kind of took a trip and went back east to North Carolina. You ran in the Hooters Cup. You worked for some very reputable race teams back there in North Carolina, but then you come back home. You get your education, you got your degree, now you're married to the lovely Natalie, and you're back to local short track racing, and we're so glad that you're here.
Yeah, and I wouldn't change my life for a minute. I had a lot of blessed times back east and the journey out at Mesa, but I'm home, I got family, and I'm just having a blast. I'm living the dream.
Right on, man. Congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you. I got to thank all our sponsors, too, Sunlight Electric, Racing Distribution, everyone who helps out. Phil, he couldn't make it today, but we'll put the trophy on his desk Monday.
Right on. Congratulations. Mike Mason, ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod 30. And Jason Galvin gets greeted by his wife here on the front straightaway. Well, I tell you what, my friend, you gave me one of the greatest suggestions ever, and that was, hey, Steve, why don't you go ahead and give second and third place trophies to, the top three? I mean, let's step your game up here a little bit. I'm so glad I did. And you had a shot at getting one of these trophies, but now tonight you've got some hardware from Kern County Raceway. Great run in the 32 tonight.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad that you did the trophy thing, too, because now we get to hang out down here. I have to thank Shane Thompson so much. I called you and Lauren Hill at DJ Safety a year and a half ago and said, I want to go racing. What do I do? You said, call Shane Thompson. I knew who he was. I'd never met him. And him and his wife, Shannon, who's down here, have really become part of our family. And this is cool. This is kind of emotional for me.
Certainly is. I'm sure it is. It's a great run for you tonight. You led. That first half was amazing. You had to know, and I know your spotter was telling you, 55's coming. Hold him off as long as you can.
Yeah, Shane spots for me, and this is the championship car from last year. We all know it can run. And Michael, unfortunately, got sick, so we put me in here. Roger fit better in my car. So, I don't know how he ran, but he had that thing working pretty good. Fifth, there you go. So that car ran good, too. A good showing for Thumbs Up Cancer Down. I mean, Mikey's the best. Mikey and Jim, when they're on, are almost impossible to beat. I wish I knew at the start of the race what I knew at the end, because when you get to follow somebody like Mike Mason or Jim Coffey in a car that's as good as theirs, it teaches you a whole new world of racing. So I learned a lot tonight. Thank you to Lisa and everybody at A1 and Crush. I know Thumbs Up is here tonight. Thank you for coming out. I'm sorry that it's not the Thumbs Up car that's here, but I hope that you guys all go find out a little more about what Thumbs Up Cancer Down's about, and to everybody who helps me, Three-Way Chevrolet and It's Your Party. With Bricks Lounge, we have so many great sponsors and people that help out this team. This is a team. We have a ton of race cars. This is really cool. So
congratulations on another podium finish.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, let's take some photos so we've got some actual evidence, right? Jim, you're the points leader. Your family's down here with you. I don't know if it could get any better. You really had to work your tail off to get up here into third tonight. Let's talk about your run.
Yeah, I got a little bottled up on the start. My line just didn't go, and so it kind of put us in a bad spot to begin with. And then it took me a while to get by Tanner. Tanner, he runs real strong. I mean, that kid drives the hell out of that car. So once I got by him, kind of the same as the beginning of the year. The last 7-8 laps, we're the fastest car on the track, but we can't make it up. So. Anyway, good points night. We don't like finishing third. I don't even like finishing second. But good points night. That's what we needed. We want to win this championship. So, Dominant Stress Modified ran good. 7 weeks off was the best thing that could happen to us.
I like your style. I'll tell you what, it was nice for us as well.
I tell you what, there's a list about, 20 items long that we took this down to Jeff Schrader at Race Car Factory. I said, Jeff, I don't care what you do. Just get it back to 0 so I can adjust this thing because it was so far gone. So Jeff, he spent a bunch of time, got it all right for me. Came out last night, ran great. It was real fast today. Just kind of circumstances held us back there. But, next time, hopefully we're right over there.
Well, congratulations on a podium finish, and I know you're having a great year. Let's thank some of your partners.
Yeah, thank you. Donlet Express, Waterfall Cleaners, Ace Appraisal, Branson's Haviland Express Lube. I couldn't do this without those guys. So.
Let's give it up for your top three. Jim Coffey finishes up in third. Jason Galvin in second. And Mike Mason, your winner tonight in the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mod 30-lap main event. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, NX Bandoleros. This is their second main event of the evening. NX Bandoleros are coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. They'll be on the quarter mile, and these are some really cool race cars. KGET Fastenal night at the races. Want to thank those two great partners of ours here at Kern County Raceway. Race fans, we hope you're having a great time. If you haven't already picked one up, they're only $5 a copy. It's a souvenir program, a great thing to take home with you. It's going to give you the schedule of events that's on there, the current up-to-date points, of course, before this first main event tonight with the Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods. But you can see some great action photos, some autographs. Once we're done, you can bring the kids down into the pits and get some autographs from your favorite race car drivers. We got a ton of racing to go. NX Bandoleros are coming up next. They'll race for 15 laps here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's always my pleasure to come right over here to the best in the business, our DJ safety crew and Motorsports Fire and Rescue Services. If you ever went out to Mesa Marin Raceway, a lot of these faces will be very familiar to you. I know they are to me. I spent 6 great years out there at Mesa Marin getting to know a lot of these gentlemen here on our fire and rescue team, and they do such a fantastic job. And, you know, it's pretty cool. Your leader here tonight, Darren Walrath, he gets to have the night off, spend some time with a great friend of his before he heads off to his tour in Afghanistan. So, Darren, we hope you're having a good time, bud. Enjoy an ice-cold one, and enjoy your birthday. Congratulations on another successful trip around the sun. All right, we'll get them rolling right now. The NX Bandoleros are up next, so they will be on the quarter mile. We have 3 half-mile divisions here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've got, of course, the NASCAR late models, the NASCAR Les Schwab Tires Spec Mods, which you just saw. They completed their 30-lap main event. And then we also have the NASCAR Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. They will be up here in just a little bit. We're going to have Bandoleros now, then our NASCAR late model main event number 1 for 30 laps, then the senior minis, super stocks, junior minis, and we'll finish the night with our second NASCAR late model main event. 18 cars in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the late models, and that's a full field. And we'll go down and meet the drivers for this one here. 15 laps of racing action for the NX Bandoleros. Put your hands together for the number 57 of Hank Call. He'll start on the outside of row number, he's going to start on the outside of row number 2. So all alone in row number 3. That's the 25 of Quentin Fritz. Then we have the 57 of Hank Hall on the outside of row 2. On the inside, she's undefeated this year in the NX Bandoleros, the A-Sign Factory Racing number 17 of Kersey Young. In your front row, on the outside is the 87 of Seth Wise, and your pole sitter, the 04 of Riley Massey. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are out on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car, the official pace car of Kern County Raceway. Thumbs Up Cancer Down is on the concourse. You can go buy some raffle tickets up there. They're just $1 a piece or 6 for $5. They've got some great Thumbs Up Cancer Down swag along with an autographed pit jersey from Ryan Reed. The green flag is in the air. It's Fastenal KGET night at the races, and we are underway with the NX Bandoleros 15-lap main event. Early leader, the 04 of Riley Massey. She is followed by the 87 of Seth Wise. Wise going to take a look to the inside down the front straightaway. The 17 of Kersey Young right there, and the 25 of Quentin Fritz, just a distant fourth as they come off of turn number 2. 3 wide into turn number 3. With the advantage right now is the 87 of Seth Wise. Massey is going to cross the stripe as your leader. Seth Wise second, then the 17 of Kersey Young third. What a great 3-car battle we have early on here. These cars very evenly matched. This is their second main event of the evening. First one was won by that number, that pink and black number 17 of Kersey Young, who now runs in third. Your leader, the 87 of Seth Wise. Seth has gotten faster and faster in the Bandolero, especially this year after teaming up with the 17 of Kersey Young. They travel to the Orange Show. They travel to Irwindale Speedway racing these NX Bandoleros. And I think it's really starting to pay off for Seth Wise. And now here comes the 17 of Kersey Young moving to the inside of the 04 of Riley Massey. A little bit of a bump there in the apex of 1 and 2. No harm, no foul. We've completed 5 and we've got 10 laps to go. I'll tell you what, that 17 car of Kersey Young, she just gets through these corners here on the quarter mile at Kern County Raceway so well. The car just sticks to the inside line. You'll see her when they come up the hill here in turn number 4. She can drive it up the hill like she did right there, or even pull it down the hill to go to the inside of the car that's in front of her when they get down into turn number 1. Seth Wise doing a masterful job of blocking the line of the 17 and keeping her at bay early. This time by, it'll be 8 laps down, and we've been caution-free for the first 8 circuits here tonight. Seth Wise in the 87. He's the multicolored flamed car on the inside, but Kersey Young going to make the pass on the outside. What a move by the young lady driver in the 17 car. Got a great run off of turn number 2, carried that momentum down the back straightaway, and slammed the door shut on the 87 of Seth Wise going into turn number 3. 10 down and 5 to go. Caution free so far. 2/3 of the way through this race. Kersey Young out in front looking to sweep the evening in the NX Bandoleros. Oh boy, contact between Riley Massey and Seth Wise, and they both spin in turn number 4. So caution is out on the racetrack. The Jimberg Ford Mustang convertible pace car will pick up your leader, the number 17 of Kersey Young. Yellow is out on lap number 10. 10 down and 5 to go. The Coca-Cola scoring pylon in turn number 2 indicates 11, but we may revert back to the previous scored lap, or we may stay right there at 11. So that's going to shuffle the running order quite a bit. Now up into second spot and starting on the outside of the front row is the number 25 of Quentin Fritz. Your leader, of course, on the inside of row number 1, the 17 of Kersey Young. Inside of row number 2, the 57 of Hank Hall. He's being scored in third position. The 87 of Seth Wise, 4th, and the 04 of Riley Massey rounding out the top 5. Lights are out. We'll go back to Green Flag Racing next time by. Coming up after our Bandoleros main event number 2 and trophy presentation, NASCAR late model main event number 1. 18 cars, a full field of NASCAR late models here tonight at Kern County Raceway. We'll take the green flag. Here we go with the NX Bandoleros on the restart. Quentin Fritz swings it kind of wide on the restart. That opens the door for the 87 of Seth Wise. He's trying to split the cars down the middle as he go into turn number 1. Wise will remain in second place, right where he was before the spin and caution. And now Riley Massey in the 04 will take her place in 4th. 11 down. 4 laps to go. Kersey Young going for the sweep. Seth Wise looking to hang on to second. Here comes Quentin Fritz making contact with Massey. They spin in turn number 4. Couple of cautions here back to back. Quentin Fritz dove to the inside of turn number 3. May have hit the rumble strips there in turn number 3 and had a good run on Massey, but could not keep the car glued to the bottom side of the racetrack. Drifted up, made contact with the 04 of Riley Massey, and brings out caution number 2 on lap number 11. 11 down and 4 to go. We'll reset the field. Lights are still on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car. Want to thank Jim Burke Ford for the great partnership here at KCRP. That car is a ton of fun to drive. If you see me around town driving that thing around during the week, just wave. Give me a smile. You never know. Might just pull over and give you some tickets to the races. Jumpstart Energy Shot, Pat Brown System, a great partner of ours. Elite Site Services, construction, agriculture, or if you're having a big party and you need porta potties, Elite Site Services are the ones you need to call. Construction, ag, and party time. Green flag is in the air once again. Main event number 2 for the NX Bandoleros here tonight at Kern County Raceway. What a 3-car battle on this restart. You could throw a blanket over the top 3 as they enter turn number 3. Riley Massey trying to make a move, but she's going to swing it high out of turn number 4. That opens the door for Seth Wise. These two made contact earlier, bringing out the first caution. Now the lap's starting to wind down. With Kersey Young in command of this one late. 13 in the books and 2 to go. We'll see the white flag next time by. Big contact in turn number 3. 3 cars involved this time. The 25. The 25 of Quentin Fritz. The 04 of Riley Massey. And the 87 of Seth Wise. Coming to the white flag, and we're going to checker this one. Yellow and checker. Your winner is going to be the 17 of Kersey Young. She sweeps the twins here tonight at Kern County Raceway in the NX Bandoleros. And I'll make my way to victory lane. See who the top 3 is. I know our officials are working on this right now. She's done a lot of things, ladies and gentlemen, but she never has won a twin main event here at Kern County Raceway. Well, she does it tonight in the NX Bandoleros. Ladies and gentlemen, she continues her win streak. She is undefeated this year in the NX Bandoleros and continues to lead and extend her points lead coming into tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, she can hear you now. She's out of the car. Kersey Young. Harrison Street Automotive, Frank's Cabinet Shop, Sierra Construction and Excavation Incorporated, San Joaquin Collision and Solomon Hair Sheep Company, Frank's Cabinet Shop, and of course A Sign Factory Racing, M&M Race Fuels and Supplies. And I know what you do. And Bobby Courtney Racing Enterprises, of course. I know what you like to do. I hope you guys brought her some water, because I know that's what she likes to do, is grab a drink of water first. Well, I can do that for her. I've got that. So we'll let her catch her breath. It's one proud mama right there, Heather, coming out with Allie. We'll see her in a little bit as well. There you go, my dear. Now you can never say I never gave you anything. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give it up for this young lady. She's a very talented driver, Kersey Young, sweeping the night for the NX Bandoleros. Come on out here, dear. We won't talk about that other race yet. We'll do that after that other twin, okay? Yeah, I know it's fine, but man, oh man, you sure are super fast in this number 17 Bandolero. Congratulations on another big win. You sweep the night. You get to take home 2 trophies tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know it takes a whole army to get you here to the racetrack and do what you do. Not only your family, but all these great sponsors on the number 17.
Yeah, I have a great family and a ton of great sponsors. And one thing that I have to say, I would like to say thanks to all my fans.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of them out there. Congratulations on another great win. Let's take some photos and celebrate. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, give it up for her one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Kersey Young sweeps tonight in the NX Bandoleros. Well, Riley Massey, ladies and gentlemen. The City Smog, Richardson Racing Products, Schaefer's Racing Oil sponsored car. A third and a second place finish here tonight in the NX Bandoleros. Congratulations on a great run. Wow. A lot of action going on there, a lot of cautions. First of all, you okay? You were involved in a couple of those incidents. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We ended on a caution, but man, I'll tell you, those three, you and Seth and Kersey, so close together, and now Quentin Fritz getting faster and faster. Great run tonight. I know you got to thank a lot of great sponsors.
Yeah, I'd like to thank H&S Body Works and Towing, City Smog, Finish Line Signs, Nana, Papa, Shannon, Trenton, Mom, my dad, Kelly, and the fans.
Right on. It's been a long summer. What grade are you in now?
7th.
7th grade. She's a junior higher. Give it up for her, ladies and gentlemen. Riley Massey with a second and a third tonight, I believe. Seth Wise, second and a third as well. I believe second in the first, third in the second. Great run, man, but a little bit of trouble there in that second main event. What'd you see from your point of view?
I didn't really see anything. I just got hit from the back and got spun twice.
Well, you seem like you're a little upset, but I want to give you some positives on what I've seen in your race, in your performance this year. You've gotten better and better since I've seen that A-Sign Factory wrap on this race car. I think the traveling around the state of California has really helped you out. Keep it up. You're going to get a win here soon. I truly believe that.
Thank you.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Wise in the 87 car tonight. All right, race fans, NASCAR late models firing up and just about ready to go. First 30-lapper for them. Twin 30s here tonight on Fastenal KGET night at the races. I'll take my place over there in turns 3 and 4. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Have a nice cold Coca-Cola. I got myself a Dasani water right here, getting cooled off. Temperature is definitely dropping. Alyssa Carlson said it would be about 77 degrees after the sun went down, and I can feel it. It's almost like a cool ocean breeze blowing in my face right now as I head towards turns 3 and 4. Thank you, race fans, for being here. A long summer break for us. 5 weeks off. Glad you made it back out here to the races as the road to the track championships begin tonight. It's going to get serious. Every single point in finishing position really matter now as we come down to the final leg of the 2017 season. And we're starting to roll NASCAR late models right now. Coming up in just 2 weeks, we're going to take Labor Day weekend off so you guys can enjoy some time with your family. But we'll be back the next weekend with a triple header weekend. On Friday night, we'll be on the dirt track at KCRP with the Not So Super Nationals, and that's a big money race for these A modifieds. A lot of you know them as IMCA modifieds. We'll also have a race for the Sport Mods or B Mods. It'll be $1,000 to win that one. And I tell you what, one of the fan favorites is the Bakersfield Hardtops. These are old cars, old race cars from the 40s and 50s, and they come out and put on a fantastic show for you. It's the old jalopies, and they are a lot of fun to watch. So the Bakersfield Hardtops, A mods and B mods on Friday night, September 8th, the Not-So-Super Nationals at the dirt track at Kern County Raceway. Then the very next night, on Saturday, September 9th, we'll be right here for Jim Burke Ford night at the races, and also our salute to 911. It'll be the 911 Racing Series Chiefs race will be out here. And then on Sunday, we're going to have something that is going to be absolutely amazing. It is the Travis Pastrana's Nitro Circus Live. If you don't have your tickets, get them now. There's going to be a couple of thousand seats on the front straightaway. Still some tickets there available. Also, VIP tickets get you in an hour early. You get an autograph poster. You get a souvenir lanyard. So go online to kernraceway.com. Click on the Get Tickets, the Get Nitro Circus tickets, and that will take you right to the website where you can get those. You can also come out to Kern County Raceway Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and purchase tickets out here at the racetrack. Or you can also purchase tickets at Chewy's on Rosedale Highway. You go there for more information. And Chewy's is also offering a special Nitro Pack. And what a Nitro Pack is, it's an additional $25, but you get a dinner, an adult beverage, and a bus ride from Chewy's out to Kern County Raceway and back to Chewy's on that Sunday night. For $25, you cannot beat that. Dinner, an adult beverage, and a trip out to Kern County Raceway and back to Chewy's. Of course, tickets are additional, but $25, that's a pretty smoking deal from Chewy's on Rosedale Highway. All right, they are starting to roll. I'm going to take my position up on the anthill in turns 3 and 4. Race fans, again, we hope you're having a fantastic night here tonight at Kern County Raceway. All right, race fans, we're getting them lined up and ready to go. We're going to go down trackside and meet the drivers here shortly. Going to grab a late model lineup from our gal who wears multiple hats here, Michaela Bivens. If I could get a late model main event lineup from you real quick, that would be fantastic. 18 cars out on the racetrack. So looks like on your front row is going to be the number 28 of Johnny Bedingfield making his return to Kern County Raceway, and the 29 of Tony Breidinger is your front row. And we are underway. First 30-lap main event of the evening for the NASCAR late models, and they are thundering down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Out in front is the number 28 of Bedingfield, followed by the 32 of Kevin Callahan. And man, that is a wonderful sound right there. David Hogsma running in third in the 22S. Then it's Dylan Garner in the 56. Kayla Eshelman early on with a nice run. She's in the top 5. Breidinger has slipped back into the field, and now battle for the lead coming out of turn number 4 between the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield, who's made a successful return here to Kern County Raceway after destroying that late model about 6 weeks ago. Kevin Callahan in the 32 machine, dives it into turn number 3. Gonna make it stick, and it does. He'll take the lead over coming out of turn number 4. Bedingfield back to second. Dylan Garner now up to third. David Hogsma in the 22S runs in 4th. Kayla Eshelman still rounding out your top 5, and it is early here, and they are flying into turn number 3. Jagger Jones in the 55 runs in 6th. Ryan Vargas now up to 7th in the 23 machine. Trevor Huddleston, your points leader and current national points contender, running in 8th spot. Tony Breidinger, who started on the front row, now runs in 9th. Tanner Wattenbarger, 10th. Trouble. Wattenbarger spins to the inside of the 40 of Cole Adamo, and that's going to bring out our first caution. Caution is out on lap number 4. First caution coming out with 4 laps in the books. Racing side by side was the 43 of Tanner Wattenbarger. Jumping into the 43 machine tonight. That is Cole Adamo's late model that he ran for the last couple years here at Kern County Raceway. He was racing side by side with the white number 40, the new car, Harrison Street Automotive sponsored machine of Cole Adamo. Wattenbarger was to the inside. Rear end got a little light and spins out in turn number 3. Didn't look like any contact between the 40 and the 43, but caution is out on lap number 4. The 32 of Kevin Callahan is your leader. The Bedrosian's Tile sponsor machine, followed by the Arc Technology sponsor number 28 of Johnny Bedingfield, and the Race Car Factory 56 of Dylan Garner. Then the Hogsma Farms 22S of David Hogsma is 4th. The 09 Rock Honda machine of Kayla Eshelman is 5th. The 55 of Jagger Jones, who is going for the National Rookie of the Year in NASCAR. He's running in 6th. Ryan Vargas, the Hoseman, sponsored number 23, is 7th. The Justice Brothers Race Car Factory number 50 of Trevor Huddleston is 8th. Royal Purple Synthetic Oil sponsored 29 of Tony Breidinger is 9th. Breidinger started on the outside of the front row. She's drifted back, but still inside the top 10. The Harrison Street Automotive number 40 of Cole Adamo is 10th. The Legends Properties number 1 of Paul Ebersbacher is 11th. The 12 of Jim Wolfenstein is 12th. Advanced Crane, American Crane, Advanced Combustion number 7 of Tommy Gibson is running in 13th. The 18 of PJ Hernandez is 14th. The 51 of Brady Mello is 15th. Josh Davis in the number 4 machine, making his debut tonight, was running 16th, but now has pulled up into the pits. The 64 of Jason DeLong is 17th, and the 43 of Tanner Wattenbarger is 18th. Restart, and it gets wild and woolly here at Kern County Raceway on these restarts. Guys got to try and get what they can get, and it was wild and 3 wide into turn number 1. Here comes Dylan Garner trying to make a move to the inside of Johnny Bedingfield. He's going to take the advantage off of turn number 4 and move up into 2nd spot. Still side by side mid-pack. Jagger Jones in the 55 dropped like a rock on that restart. He missed a gear, missed a shift or something, but he went from the top 5 back outside the top 10, and now he's trying to work his way up, putting some pressure on the 29 of Tony Breidinger as they come out of turn number 4. Back up front to your leader, the 32 of Kevin Callahan, really showing some talent tonight. He told me earlier in the pits, hey, I don't qualify very well, but I sure do race well.
Normally, he's not out in front on these restarts. That's where he really likes to make up some ground. Callahan tonight, although he didn't qualify that well, got the advantage of starting on the inside of row number 2. He's parlayed that into the lead, approaching lap number 10. Johnny Bedingfield has dropped back just a bit. He was your leader and then dropped back to second for several laps. Now is running in fourth as they enter turn number 1 as he feels the pressure from the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston. Your leaders coming into turn number 3. It's the 32 of Kevin Callahan, whose car is getting a little loose exiting the corner. And the battle on the racetrack right now is between the number 56 of Dylan Garner and the 23 of Ryan Vargas. They're running second and third. Trevor Huddleston in that race car factory number 50 now has gotten by the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield, and Bedingfield now feels pressure from the 22S of Davey Hogsma, who is able to keep his car on the bottom side of the racetrack and get to the inside of Bedingfield as they enter turn number 1. Back up front to the lead. Kevin Callahan in the 32 machine, the Petrosian's tile-sponsored car, is okay with all this side-by-side racing going on behind him, because these cars behind him qualified better. They're a little bit quicker on the racetrack. But I'll tell you what, he's able to stay out in front of 3 very quick race cars coming out of turn number 2. The Hoseman sponsored number 23 of Ryan Vargas on a mission. Had a great practice yesterday, qualified second quick to the 50 of Trevor Huddleston, and now he is stalking the 32 of Kevin Callahan as we approach the halfway point. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's a nose-to-tail battle for the lead. And a side-by-side battle for third position as Trevor Huddleston dives to the inside of the 56 of Dylan Garner as the battle for the lead now heats up. On the outside, it's Callahan in the 32. On the inside, it's the 23 of Ryan Vargas. Huddleston and Vargas still wheel to wheel as they come into turn number 3. The Hoseman number 23 machine of Vargas got loose in the apex of 3 and 4. Callahan not giving Vargas much racing room on the high side. He's keeping his car in his line, but it's really hard to come off at turn number 4. You want to drift up on this D-shaped oval. But now Callahan relinquishes the lead as they come, and there's some contact into turn number 3. Callahan did a crossover move on the 23 of Vargas, and Vargas rolled to the inside as they entered turn number 3. Callahan was hard on the brakes, but made a little bit of contact with the left rear quarter panel of Vargas as they entered the corner. And now that has upset the chassis just enough on Callahan to allow the 50 of Trevor Huddleston to move up into second. Callahan now back to third. Garner running in fourth. And David Hogsma rounds out the top 5. Johnny Bedingfield has slipped back to 6th spot. Kayla Eshelman in the 09 runs in 7th. Jagger Jones is 8th in the 55. The 40 of Cole Adamos 9th. And rounding out the top 10, the 29 of Tony Breidinger. Traffic starting to come into play. That's the 51 machine of Brady Mello. He stays to the inside. The leaders get by him. Approaching the 20 lap mark now. Ryan Vargas out in front. 19 down and 11 laps to go. 4/10 of a second separating first place and second as they come out of turn number 2. It's Vargas and Huddleston 1-2. Then Callahan in the 32 and 56 at Garner 3 and 4. And Hogsma in the 22S in 5th. And I'll tell you what a story on this orange 22S team today. They had practice yesterday, and then I got a phone call at about 8:15 this morning saying, Steve, we've got a serious problem with our brake system. We're going to have to rebuild the entire brake system on our late model. We need all the help we can get. They were able to come down early, get the car, make the changes they need, and make the repairs required to make sure that that 22S machine had a perfect brake system, and it looks like it's working because he is in 5th spot. He's ran there several times this year, has Davey Hogsma. 21 down, 22 down, 8 laps to go. Battles all over the racetrack, but your leaders are coming into turn number 3. More lap traffic could be in their future. The 23 of Ryan Vargas, who qualified 2nd tonight and started 8th. Caution is out. Spin on the back straightaway. The 7 of Tommy Gibson has spun out, and we are under caution late on lap 23. Not what the 23 machine of Ryan Vargas wanted to see. The 7 machine of Tommy Gibson still rolling. He's making the U-turn on the racetrack, spinning coming off of turn number 2, bringing out our 2nd caution of the evening. I'm looking at the advanced combustion American Crane sponsored entry. I don't see any damage on the number 7 car. Good news for Tom Gibson, but still some smoke hanging out down the back straightaway there. Want to thank Budweiser, the official beer of Kern County Raceway, for their fantastic partnership over the last 5 years. This is season 5 at Kern County Raceway. Also, our founding sponsor, General Production Service, since 1967, celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. Bulwark FR, Coca-Cola, Timberland Pro, Kern Asphalt. Our good friends at KUZZ, Bakersfield's best country, always has been, always will be. Thank you guys so much for your support. You like that new country? Well, check out 97.3 The Bull. Bobby Bones show on in the morning and Tony Marie in the afternoon. Here we go. Lights are out on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car. 2 by each. Ryan Vargas on the inside in the 23 car. Lights are back on. We're going to go one more circuit. Everybody was just about ready. Lights came on at the last minute. We reset the field. Vargas before the caution had just over a half a second advantage over current Kern County Raceway late model points leader Trevor Huddleston. Huddleston also right in the middle of a national points chase for the NASCAR Home Tracks Championship. He's a former 2-time California state champion. He's your defending state champion in NASCAR. And now right in the mix for the national championship in 2017. He's your points leader here at Kern County Raceway and at Irwindale Speedway. And looking to make a move now. Can he hold off the 23 of Ryan Vargas? It looks like the 50 car may have crossed the stripe on that restart first, and on the outside, Huddleston is going to hammer down and try to take the advantage into turn number 3. Vargas to the inside, not going to give up. Here comes Dylan Garner battling back. Late caution like this, 2 very equally matched cars. Vargas with the advantage as they enter turn number 1, but Huddleston carrying the RPMs off of 2. Can Vargas maintain a nose on him as they enter 3? Still not clear through 3 and 4. Huddleston gets loose off of 4, and the momentum carried down the front straightaway. Contact between Kevin Callahan and the 32 and the 56 of Dylan Garner. It continues and winds up spinning both cars in 3 and 4. Johnny Bedingfield with an evasive maneuver to miss those 2 cars spinning in front of him. That crash started coming out of turn number 4. There was some contact and some rubbing. You saw the tire smoke down the front straightaway. Callahan wasn't going to be pushed around and kind of let Garner know, hey, kind of shoved him down the racetrack a little bit, but it wasn't over. Some right rear damage on the 56 of Garner, and I can't see any damage on the 32 of Callahan. Of course, the right side of his race car not visible from my vantage point. So another late caution here. 25 down and 5 to go. Spinning to avoid the crash was the 22S of Davey Hogsma. Hogsma now will go to the back of the field along with the 56 and the 32. So we know the top four. 1 and 2 now. The 50 of Trevor Huddleston scored as your leader. Huddleston was your quick qualifier, and he started in the 10th spot tonight. Worked his way up into the top three, now leads from lap 23. Ryan Vargas going to try to get a jump. Kayla Eshelman right there in the top three as well. Johnny Bedingfield, Jim Wolfield. Oh boy, that's not going to work. Yeah, Huddleston snorkel fork the 23 machine. And there's the caution lights. Wow. He got fooled on that one. Ryan Vargas trying to keep pace with the 50 of Huddleston. And Huddleston just didn't go, and Vargas thought he had hammered down, but Vargas shot out of there like he was shot out of a cannon. Of course, gonna pull it all back and do it all over again once we get them reset. Jim Burke Ford pace car picks him up on the back straightaway. The lineup's good. He may dive into the infield right now. Here they come. They thunder into turn number 3, and just as anticipated, the pace car pulls off. Let's see what we get this time. Much better restart. Going through the gears, and it's going to be Huddleston leading the field into turn number 1. The 23 of Ryan Vargas right there on his right rear quarter panel. Huddleston cannot allow the car to drift up into 3. Vargas right there battling back. Kayla Eshelman in the 09 and the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield battling for third. And now Vargas with a crossover move into turn number 1 goes to the inside. Vargas in the black 23. Huddleston in the 50 machine as your leader. Johnny Bedingfield up to third in this first 30-lapper for the NASCAR late models. 27 down. 3 laps to go. Kayla Eshelman in the black 09 machine runs in 4th. Kevin Callahan now trying to crack the top 5 as he battles with Jim Wolfenstein. Into turn number 3 they go. Callahan now back up into the 5th spot. Dylan Garner in 7th. Bedingfield feeling the pressure late from the 09 of Kayla Eshelman. Eshelman trying to get on the podium for the first time here at Kern County Raceway. Bedingfield, after destroying his car 6 weeks ago, trying to get back into the groove that he started early on with a couple of top 5 finishes. White flag is in the air. Final time around the big half mile. Trevor Huddleston in command of this one. He holds a 3-car lead into the final 2 corners. He started in 10th, takes over the lead after lap 20, and wins again here at Kern County Raceway. Trevor Huddleston wins the NASCAR late model 30-lap race number 1 here at KCRP. Ryan Vargas comes home in 2nd in the 23 machine. And Johnny Bedingfield back on the podium in the 28 car. He'll finish up in 3rd. I'm headed to Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane to talk to an excited trio of race car drivers. What a battle that was. Trevor Huddleston already out of the number 50. Going over to congratulate the 23 of Ryan Vargas on an amazing run. It was exciting as a race fan. I know inside of the cockpit of that race car,
That had to be a lot of fun for those two drivers. Ryan Vargas out of the race car as well. What a battle that was. It's like deja vu all over again. Trevor Huddleston, whoa, you've got your state champion driving suit on. It's now getting real, bud. We're coming down to the final stages of this 2017 season. You are in the mix for the national championship. Every lap counts, and then you've got to come and face great drivers like Ryan Vargas, Johnny Bedingfield, Dylan Garner on a Saturday night. That was a tough one for you. Started 10th in the first one. Man, oh man, a great run. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, I was giving it all I had. Ryan has a great car, and he's a great driver. He's only been racing for like a year in these late models, but he's got him down. In that second race, it's going to be tough. He's really, really good. So High Point Racing, Race Car Factory, they always give me a great car, so we'll go work on it and see what we can do.
Congratulations on another big win. I can't wait to see the next 30.
Yeah, we'll try. Got to thank High Point Racing, Race Car Factory, Justice Brothers, Frank's Gear Service, my whole family and my crew. Thanks, everyone.
Give it up for him again, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor Huddleston wins here at Kern County Raceway. Best late model race I've seen in a long time here at Kern County Raceway, and you were part of that, buddy. Led some laps, had to work your way through the field, started 8th. That late caution on about lap 23, I know you didn't want to see that one. That's when that 50 car was able to get on the outside of you. Great run for you. You come home in second. Nice finish.
Thank you. I mean, it's always a great thing when you're able to give the national points leader a run for his money. Nick Joanitis, who came out here to help us out tonight by spotting, he did a great job. I mean, it was nice here in the 50 cars, 5 back now, 5 back, you're gaining. Then all of a sudden I hear the caution, I kind of got a little obsessed. I was like, dang it. But, you know, he just out-experienced me right there. So, great racing with Trevor. I mean, of course, I got to thank Hoseman, Advanced Base Street and Concrete, Swift Springs, Engine Dynamics, and Performance, front-wheel drive parts.
Right on. Go tweak on this thing a little bit, and let's come back for the next 30.
Thank you.
Ryan Vargas coming home in second, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, what a journey it's been for this young man right here. Johnny Bedingfield just got this car finished up, last night, yesterday morning. No practice hardly at all yesterday. Had to go through this entire thing. But I'll tell you what, you led some laps tonight. You know you got to be happy about that. Got shuffled back to about 6, but the move of the race for you was avoiding that carnage over there in 1 and 2. You made the right decision to go up high. You avoided it on the restart. You were able to hang on for 3rd place. A great podium finish on your comeback.
Yeah, that was a little dirt driving right there. I'm just, we got off the bump stops. We put a conventional setup on it. It's just been so tight, and it got real tight at the end. We're going to loosen it up a little bit. It's been a struggle getting this car back together. And I just want to thank all my sponsors, Arc Technology, Scientific Drilling, FMB Outfitters, Buck Ninja, Elite, Rich's Auto Glass, Brady Mello, Steve Devin, Shane Thompson, Kylie, Scott Kaysen, Wendell. Everybody's been helping out, man. It's been a heck of a couple days. I want to thank God. He got us through it. And that's what I prayed for. Just no more carnage. But we'll loosen it up and see what we got.
Right on. Congratulations. Johnny Bedingfield comes home in 3rd. Ryan Vargas finishes up in 2nd position, and another great win for the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston. Much more racing to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it rolling. Coming up next, we're going to see the future stars of racing, the Mini Dwarfs. Yeah, the senior Mini Dwarfs are up next, ladies and gentlemen. The 9 to 13-year-olds on the 8th mile tonight. It'll be their 2nd main event of the evening. Trenton Yurto has won his 1st senior Mini Dwarf main event earlier this evening. Can he make it 2 for 2 on this Saturday night here in late August at Kern County Raceway? Following the senior minis will be the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks for 30 laps, then the junior mini dwarfs for 15, and then we'll finish up the evening with the NASCAR late model main event number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're seeing the Winter Circle celebrations there, you see everybody get a K&N hat. I want to thank K&N for their support of NASCAR, not only
on the touring division side. Of course, the K&N East and K&N Pro Series West touring divisions. They're racing tonight up in Roseburg, Oregon at Douglas County Speedway. Our very own Buddy Shepard is up there racing with Jefferson Pitts Motorsports. Also, Blaine Perkins, a hometown boy, racing up there as well with Steve Portengay Racing. So good luck to those two drivers. And they'll be back here on Saturday night, November 4th, for their championship season finale. It'll be the West Coast Stock Car Hall of Fame championship finale by Napa on Saturday night, November 4th, as we get ready to close down our race season. Or right around that time, we'll have one more event after that, and it's one that I really enjoy, and that is the King of the Wing, the 4th annual George Schneider Classic King of the Wing National Sprint Car Championship Series. As we're trying to get these guys rolled out, looks like Johnny Bedingfield having a little bit of trouble getting his car fired up. So as soon as he does, we'll get the senior mini dwarfs out here on the racetrack. Race fans, thanks again for coming out and joining us. Hey, I'll tell you what, if you've purchased a souvenir program, I'd like you to do me a favor. If you would, please go to the centerfold of that program, and if you have some stamped happy faces on there, you're going to win tickets to the next race here at Kern County Raceway. It's going to be Saturday night, September 9th. It'll be Jim Burke Ford Night at the Races. So open that up to the middle of your program. And if you got two stamped smiley faces there, congratulations. You are a winner. And I've got some more winners, ladies and gentlemen. It is... if you purchased a ticket from our good friends at Thumbs Up Cancer Down, I want you to pull those white tickets out. Ticket number 6520314. 6520314, you are a winner. It's a Power Up something, Power Up that you've won. 6520314. And then the Ryan Reed autographed item, 6520317. So if you can go up to the booth area there where Thumbs Up Cancer Down is located, congratulations, you're a big winner. 6520317. You've won the Ryan Reed autographed shirt. And the 6520314, congratulations, you've won the other item up there. Hey, I got to say hello to the GSE squad who's in the house. Where are you guys out tonight? Hey, thank you all for coming over. I know that's quite the drive. We appreciate you coming out and supporting your boy, PJ Hernandez. We appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Here we go. Senior Mini Dwarf main event number 2. About ready to get underway. Fastenal KGET Night at the Races. We'll go down trackside, meet the drivers. Mason Conway in the 72, the 17 of Kersey Young, the 24 of Trenton Yurto, the 7 of Nathaniel Edwards, and the 10 of Jake Mello. Mello will start on the pole. Nathaniel Edwards on the outside. Green flag is in the air. 15 laps of racing action. And we are underway. Trying to go 3 wide right off the get-go. Kersey Young involved there, along with the 72 of Mason Conway. Leading lap number 1 is going to be Jake Mello, followed by Nathaniel Edwards in the 7. Then it's the 24 of Trenton Yurto, the 17 of Kersey Young, and the 72 of Mason Conway. Trenton Yurto earlier today, before opening ceremonies, was able to hold off the 17 of Kersey Young to win his first Senior Mini Dwarf main event here on the asphalt at KCRP. Jake Mello out in front. They've been working hard on that number 10. Jake the Snake, he's also a travel baseball player and race car driver. Trenton Yurto, a football player. Oh boy, a little bit of contact there, entering turn number 4. They save each other from spinning out, but Jake Mello's going to lose a position or 2, and there he does. He's back to 3rd. Trenton Yurto out in front. Kersey Young now runs in 2nd. Jake Mello 3rd. Watch that battle between the 24 of Yurto and the 17 of Young. Young pulling quadruple duty tonight. 2 Bandolero main events. She won those, and this is her second senior mini dwarf feature. She finished second in the first one, and now right on the rear bumper of Trenton Yurto through 1 and 2, and she's going to pull off the classic bump and run through 1 and 2, and she's putting the pressure on the 24 of Yurto. Now she moves to the inside as lap traffic is now going to be coming into play. The 72 of Mason Conway sets a pick on the 24 of Trenton Yurto, and Yurto now drops back into the second spot. We've been caution free through 10 laps, 10 down and 3 to go. Third place, Jake Mello right now. Gets around the 72 of Mason Conway. But Kersey Young back to her winning ways in this one. 12 down and 3 to go. This is going to be a quick main event for the senior mini dwarfs. We'll reward both sets of trophies to the top 3 drivers coming up in just 2 laps. 13 down and 2 to go. We'll see the white flag in the air as Kersey Young exits turn number 4. She'll see the white as your leader. Trenton Yurto second. Jake Mello third. Nathaniel Edwards fourth. Here's your winner out of turn number 4. She's back to her winning ways. Kersey Young wins 3 trophies tonight here on Fastenal KGET Night at the Races. Trenton Yurto goes 1-2. Jake Mello finishes up in third. Yeah, she's out of her car in a hurry. Her night is now complete. 2 wins in the NX Bandoleros, a second and a win in the senior mini dwarfs. If you don't follow Kersey Young Racing on Instagram or Facebook, I encourage you to do so. Her last name is spelled J-U-N-G, Young. And let me tell you, the hardware that you will see, not only from Kern County Raceway over the last couple of years, but for racetracks all over the state of California. So first off, we are going to reward Trenton Yurto in his senior mini dwarf main event win in race number 1. So let's go over here and talk to him right now, Tim West. I believe that is the race that you've got there. Samantha, what number does that have on it? Sam. All right. Trenton Yurto, man, oh man, you played football last night, or did you do it this morning?
This morning.
So football this morning, racing this afternoon, and you beat the number 17 who has gone undefeated in the senior mini dwarfs for a couple of years, man. You had to feel pretty good about that. So congratulations on your first main event win earlier today.
Thank you.
I know that you guys have been working hard getting this car dialed in. You guys race just about every weekend, whether it be on dirt or asphalt. Congratulations, but that's the first time you made it to victory lane as a senior, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. And who do you have to thank on this number 24 car?
705 Fabrication, CC Racing Support System, Sideways Designs, Les Schwab, Junior Sawyer, Lou Rowe, Daniel MacArthur Welding, and my family.
Right on, man. Congratulations. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Trenton Yurto wins race number 1 and finishes second in race number 2. You guys, congratulations on a great night of racing here at Kern County Raceway. Now, Kersey Young tonight. Come on over here, Kersey. I know you got a couple of trophies. So you finished second in race number 1 and race number 2 back to your winning ways. Congratulations on another great evening. Are you going to have enough room in your house to house all these trophies that you're winning? Do we need to add on? I mean, I know Dad's in construction. He does cabinets and stuff like that. Can't he build you a room just for all your trophies?
We have a trophy room.
Yeah, does it need to be bigger?
Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with younger sister Allie going to work. Let's thank your sponsors one more time, my dear.
A-Sign Factory, Frank's Cabinet Shops, M&M Racing Fuel, Sierra Construction and Excavation Corporation, Bobby Courtney Racing Enterprises, San Joaquin Collision, Wasco Vet, Harrison Street Automotive, and a Southern Hair Sheep Company.
Congratulations on a big win and a second place earlier tonight. Your third place in race number 1, Nathaniel Edwards. Congratulations on a great run tonight. Finished third in race number 1. Way to go, man. Who helps you out on this number 7 machine?
Western Pro Solution, CC Bar LLC, Randy Miller Trucking, TSI, Triple T Trucking. I thank you all for watching us race, and I thank most of all God.
Right on, man. Thanks for putting on a great show for us. We appreciate it. Nathaniel Edwards coming home in third in race number 1, third in race number 2. Jake the Snake Mello in the number 10 car. Jake, congratulations. You and your dad and mom have been working hard on this car so much. A little bit of problem in race number 1, but you came back strong, led some laps in race number 2. Congratulations on your best run of the year, bud.
Thank you.
And who do you have to thank for the number 10 machine?
I would like to thank my dad and J.R. McClinney, my mom, and my Mima and Papa.
Right on, man. Let's go party now. Third place finish. You got some hardware. High five. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Give it up for them all, ladies and gentlemen, the future stars of racing. Those are just our senior mini dwarfs tonight. Coming up after our Michelob Ultra Super Stock feature will be the juniors, the 5 to 8-year-old racers, and there's a ton of them here tonight, 12 of them total. That's going to make for an exciting 15-lap feature later on this evening. Well, believe it or not, I can hear that crowd hooting and hollering all the way from down here in turn number 4. So if you guys are having a good time, why don't you make some noise, race fans? We sure do appreciate you being here. Right on. Hey, my buddies over here in 3 and 4 in the RV section. Y'all having a good time? Yeah. All right, your boys are on the track right now. Here we go. Michelob Ultra Super Stock main event. 30 laps of racing action. 2 more to go after this one. We'll see the future stars of racing, the junior mini dwarfs, the 5 to 8-year-olds. And then we'll finish up the night with another exciting NASCAR late model 30-lap feature. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Thanks for coming out. I already know who won the fight, but I'm not going to say. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I believe that is a setup anyway for the rematch. We're getting snorkel forked on the MMA and the boxing tonight. Here we go. Let's meet the drivers. Starting in 11th position, driving the 09 machine out of Bakersfield, driver Justin Toohey in the 10th spot. Country Girl Saloon number 34 of Rich DeLong III. Starting on the inside of row number 5, the 38 of Troy Carvalho. On the outside of row 4, the Ashmore Motors P-Dubs number 57 of Kyle Fife. Here's your quick qualifier tonight. He'll start on the outside of his dad, the number 7, your defending champion in the P-Dubs. Red hot signs into Tehachapi number 7, the Mountain Man, Gene Five. Outside of row number 6, in the Ebers Racing at number 47, driver Greg Puskarich. Shuffling the lineup a little bit more here. Next car in the lineup is the number 61 of Anthony Maynella. Then we pick up the Legends Properties 02 of Paul Ebersbacher. Now he's right, side by side with his teammate Puskarich. Anthony Maynella in the Hoopers rear ends number 61. He'll be on the outside of row number 2. The Holders Heating and Air Conditioning at number 24 of Roger Holder on the inside of row 2. And there seems to be some problems with that 24 car. Lights are still on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car. Now they're going to put the 24 to the rear of the field right now, so maybe some mechanical issues happening there. That's going to move Paul Ebersbacher up to the inside of row 2. And then your front row is this. The A1 Multi-Business Center, sponsored number 12 of driver Paul Smith on the outside of the front row. And then it's the Hernandez Racing 10,000 RPM clutches, number 18H of P.J. Hernandez. He is your pole sitter. 30 laps of racing action. Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. Lights are out. Get ready, race fans. We're going green flag racing next time by. Up onto the hill I go. I've got a great vantage point here in turn number 3. Beautiful new wrap. Wounded Heroes Fund on the front of the 18 of P.J. Hernandez, and he'll set the pace here. He puts the hammer down, and we're underway here at Kern County Raceway. Looks like Paul Ebersbacher had a little bit of trouble getting up to speed, kind of backed up that inside line behind the 18 of P.J. Hernandez. The 24 of Roger Holder, your points leader, mired in the back of the field. He came into tonight with a 59-point advantage over the number 61 of Anthony Maynella. Maynella now muscles his way up into second spot. The Hoopers rear end sponsored machine looking good through 3 and 4 along the bottom side of the racetrack. Paul Ebersbacher in the 0-2 dives to the inside. He'll move up to third. Paul Smith, who started on the outside of the front row, has slipped back to fourth now. And we're going to challenge for the lead into turn number 3. Anthony Maynella with the advantage on the inside and a great run down the front straightaway into turn number 1. But P.J. Hernandez is going to slam the door shut and slide across the nose of Mandela as they enter turn number 1. Mandela with a drive to the inside once again. P.J. Hernandez, his spotter letting him know you got a car on the inside of you, giving Mandela plenty of racing room. And the race car sticks on the outside line through 3 and 4. It's now a 3-car battle for the lead as the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher has gotten into the mix. Wheel to wheel as they enter turn number 3, and Anthony Mandela with a drive off of turn number 4 is going to pass the 18 of Hernandez and bring the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher with him. There's a 5-pack of cars behind the top 3 that are battling as Puskarich goes to the inside, locks up the brakes, makes contact with Paul Smith. Smith goes spinning. Caution is out on lap number 5. Race fans, I had a front row seat to that one. I can see the skid marks from the 47 of Greg Puskarich starting just before the double hash marks on the back straightaway entering turn number 3. His brakes were locked up all the way down the track onto the flat part of the turn number 3 here right in front of me, and then slid back up onto the racing surface. Paul Smith looked like he had gotten a little loose, kind of dove to the inside, and Puskarich had a run coming off of turn number 2. The 2 cars made contact. Puskarich's Hoosier tires were locked up for about 250 feet into turn number 3. So Puskarich, possibly with a little bit of damage, is going to have his crew take a look at that number 47 machine, and he'll head off into the pits. Up front, the number 61 of Anthony Mandela coming into tonight, second place in the points. The Hoopers rear end sponsored car, 59 points in arrears of the 24 of the West Coast Wildman Roger Holder, who now sits in 4th spot. He started at the very tail end of the field tonight. Now has worked his way up into 4th position on lap number 6. 6 down, 24 to go, according to the Coca-Cola scoring pylon in turn number 2. So it's Anthony Mandela, your leader in the 61 car. The 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher in the Legends Property sponsored machine. He runs in 2nd. 10,000 RPM clutches, Race Car Factory 18 of P.J. Hernandez. He was your pole sitter. He sits 3rd. Holders Heating and Air Conditioning, number 24 of Roger Holder, 4th. Your quick qualifier tonight, the Ashmore Motors P-Dubs, number 57 of Kyle Fife, scored in 5th spot. Gene Fife, Red Hot Signs at Tehachapi, AMA Homes, P-Dubs, sponsored machine. He's 6th. 7th looks like it is the 34, or excuse me, the 38. Nope, 34 of Rich DeLong, and then the 38 of Carvalho is 8th or 9th. Then the 09 of Justin Toohey rounding out your top 10. Don't know if Greg Puskarich is going to make it back out on the racetrack. Certainly not before we have this restart. We're underway once again. It is early. Only 6 laps have been completed. On the outside, here comes the 24 of Roger Holder, and he's going to push the 0-2 of Ebersbacher down the back straightaway as they try to catch the 61 of Anthony Mandela. Mandela leads the field. Carvalho is going to slip high to the high side and lose a little bit of ground. Out of turn number 2 they go. 7 down, 23 remain. Anthony Mandela able to put some real estate between himself and the 0-2 of Ebersbacher, but Ebersbacher's machine really gets through 3 and 4 well until the exit of turn number 4. He drifted up to the high side on the exit of that turn. And oh boy, Troy Carvalho going to spin all by himself in 1 and 2. He's going to keep the car rolling. And it looks like we're going to stay green. And here comes the 09 of Justin Toohey locking it up into the inside. Boy, you couldn't have picked a better spot to do it there. A lot of space on the apron in turn number 4. So we stay green over those 2 single car spins. Still early, well before the halfway point. 10 down, just a third of the way through this 30-lap main event for the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Nose to tail now, first, second, and third. Your leader is the 61 of Anthony Mandela. The 02 of Paul Ebersbacher is second. Oh boy, another spin on the front straight. This time it's P.J. Hernandez. P.J. Hernandez going to loop it on the front straightaway, and that's going to bring out our second caution. Second caution coming out on lap number 11. That's going to give me an opportunity to head down into the pits to check on Greg Puskarich and make sure Paul Smith is good as well. So those 2 cars were involved in our first caution. They did not make it back out for the restart. This caution, good news for the 09 of Justin Toohey and the 38 of Troy Carvalho. Both spinning and keeping the cars up and running, but well behind the leaders. They staying on the lead lap as we get them lined back up for this restart after caution number 2. Great to see old friends out here at the racetrack on Saturday night, I can tell you that, and meet some new ones as well. So a couple cautions in this one so far. We're approaching the halfway point. Scheduled up for 30 laps of racing action. 11 down, 19 laps to go. And as I pass through the pits, late model teams thrashing on their race cars, getting ready for that second 30-lapper. So checking out Paul Smith's car, his crew kind of working on the machine on the right front of that, but no real body damage on the number 12, the A1 Multi-Business Center Fresh Restaurant sponsored machine, but he's hanging out, cooling off as we go back to green flag racing action there. Still love you, man. Glad you're here. Green flag is underway once again, and we're racing. Yeah, Paul Smith said just tight racing down that back straightaway. That first caution was between himself and the 47 of Greg Puskarich, who's coming up as well. Just one of those racing deals, and we've got a racing deal going on right now with the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder, trying to make a move to the inside of the 02 of Paul Ebersbacher. Oh boy, they make contact as they enter the turn. Ebersbacher's going to spin and keep it off the wall. But caution is out again. So I'm going to talk to these 2 guys that were involved in the first caution of the evening as our third caution just comes out. Paul, you know, you got to start on the front row tonight in the A1 Multi-Business Center number 12 machine. You kind of got shuffled back a little bit, and I'll tell you what, I just said it a lap earlier. I said there are 5 cars in a pack that you could throw a blanket over. Was that really the net result of that close racing coming off of turn number 2?
Yeah, I just ran out of room coming out of turn 2 and hit the wall right there, and something broke in the steering, and going down into 3, it just spun. I mean, I couldn't turn it into 3.
So one of those deals, you kind of hit the wall, could not make the turn, so the car's just kind of free-falling, you know, down the racetrack, and it just so happens that Greg Puskarich in the 47 was right there, and I had a front row seat to that. You had locked up the tires approximately 250 feet from the time that you had stopped, so you saw the car coming down, but just nowhere to go.
Yeah, I thought Paul got loose, and it kind of came down to the, lower groove, so I went underneath him. He slowed up. I didn't know he hit the fence. I didn't catch that part. I was underneath him at the time, and
didn't know he was just going to keep running me in the infield, but if he can't turn, it's understandable. So
absolutely. Any major problems with the 47 or just an easy fix?
I have no idea. It's doing something that it's not supposed to, and we can't see it. So
gotcha. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, better safe than sorry. How about you, Paul? Any major damage on the number 12 or just a pretty easy fix there?
No, we don't know what's wrong with the steering. So something's locked up in the steering. I can't turn it, so I don't know what it is right now. I don't want to go out there and wreck another car out there. So.
Well, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Paul Smith in the number 12, Greg Puskarich in the 47. Gentlemen, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Greg. Thank you, brother. Still one of your biggest fans. You know that, my friend. All right, here we go. I'm headed back down to 3 and 4 after that latest caution. Tough break for the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher. They were side by side and wheel to wheel entering turn number 1. Cars get very loose right there, and very tight racing quarters. If you go one way or another 6 inches could result in what we just saw there, a spin for the car on the outside. He was thankful enough to keep it off the outside retaining wall as we get ready to go back to green flag racing this time by. Out in front is that number 61 of Anthony Mandela, but now he's got the West Coast wild man Roger Holder running in second, and father and son, Gene Fife in the 7 and Kyle Fife in the 57 in row number 2. And the 24, Roger Holder, going to hammer down into turn number 1 and try to carry that RPM on the outside and make the pass on Mandela as they head down the back straight into turn number 3, and he's going to do just that. Roger Holder takes over the lead at the halfway point. 15 down and 15 to go. Holder going for his 4th main event win of 2017 in the Michelob Ultra Superstocks. Anthony Mandela is not going to give up that easy. Oh boy, Roger Holder gets loose and opens the door for Mandela. Holder, who had to start in the 13th position, worked his way up to the lead by lap number 15. There's 16 down now and 14 to go. May have burned up those right side Hoosier tires. And Mandela has been out front with some pretty clean racetrack, not really having to put too much stress on his race car, letting it drift off the corners and certainly not burning up that right rear. So the cream rising to the top right now as the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher able to work his way from the back of the pack now up into the top 5. Oh boy, Roger Holder may be going around. He's up in the gray. He's going to lose several positions. He goes from second to nearly the tail end of the field. He goes from the pit house to the outhouse on that one. He has burned up those race tires, and he is trying to figure out what is going on. He's going to pull his car, looks like, down to the infield. Something wrong with that number 24. They've been battling gremlins in that 24 machine all day long, and that's going to bring a caution out on lap 18. Holder, over the last several laps, battling an ill-handling race car. He was able to maintain second spot for 2 laps, and then the last time in 3 and 4 got up into the gray and about a 300-foot four-wheel slide through turns 3 and 4. Caution is out, and he's going to come down hot pit lane, and I think I'm going to follow him. He'll stop down there at the end of hot pit lane. His crew going to work on the right side. Jackman getting it up off the ground right now. Looks like they're going to try and replace that right side rear tire. Under caution here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Still going to work. Engine is off. Roger sitting very patiently here. They've got the old tire off, and it is smoking hot. Lug nuts going back on now. I mean, this is not a NASCAR Cup Series tire change, but it's a pretty quick one. Car's fired back up. He'll be going. They're going to hold him right there to the field passes. And now they're going to let the 24 of the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder, get back and join the field. Yellow lights are still on, meaning we are still under caution. Tyler Grady and Will Simcoe doing the work on that machine here tonight, changing that tire. Very impressive. Only took them about 2 laps under caution. Now we'll see where he goes from here. He'll have to start at the back of the field. And they'll meet me just about as I get up on that anthill in the dirt track section of the Supermoto course here in 3 and 4. Lights are out on the Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car, meaning we're going racing this time by. Anthony Mandela being scored as your leader. Up to second now, the 57 of Kyle Fife. Third, the 7 of Gene Fife. Fourth, the 02 of Paul Ebersbacher. Then it's PJ Hernandez, Justin Toohey, Carvalho, and Holder. On the restart, the 61 of Anthony Mandela looking good on the inside. Kyle Fife is going to have to work his tail off to get past the Hooper's rear end 61 machine as they drop down the hill into 3 and 4. I don't know if that tire change solved the problem on the 24 machine of Roger Holder. He is still battling an ill-handling race car. Out of turn number 2, Anthony Mandela still leads the 57 of Kyle Fife by a car length and a half. Back to third now, the 02 of Paul Ebersbacher. Quite the odyssey of his night. He's also racing the NASCAR late models, so he'll pull 90 laps this evening. And he's still very much in the hunt here tonight as we are 21 down and 9 to go. The Michelob Ultra Super Stocks here at Kern County Raceway. Two-car breakaway now. Anthony Mandela in the 61. The 57 AshmoreMotors.com sponsored machine of Kyle Fife had a little bit of a bobble there exiting turn number 4. That gave Mandela now a 3-car advantage as they exit turn number 2. Paul Ebersbacher in the 02 has been to the front, back to the back, and now into the top 3 once again in the Legends Properties sponsored machine as the West Coast Wildman Roger Holder in the Holder's air conditioning and heating sponsored machine, the number 24 car, looking to crack the top 5, and he does. The 18 of PJ Hernandez slips back to 6th. The 09 of Justin Toohey is 7th. And Troy Carvalho is 8th. 24 laps down now, just 6 to go. Anthony Mandela looking for his first Kern County Raceway victory in the Michelob Ultra Super Stocks. He came into tonight 2nd place in the points. And looking to chip away at the lead of Roger Holder in the 24. Holder sits in 5th. Mandela out in front with 5 laps to go. Mandela now continuing to extend his lead over the 57 of Kyle Fife. Fife with several 2nd place finishes in 2017. Looking to change that tonight. New wrap on the race car, new paint job. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3, it's still Mandela. Laps beginning to wind down now. 27 in the books. A mile and a half to go for Anthony Mandela's first career win here at Kern County Raceway. Kyle Fife starting to close in a little bit, as well as the 02 of Paul Ebersbacher starting to close the gap on the 57 of Fife as they exit turn number 4. The 24 Roger Holder looking to finish outside the top 3, I believe, for the first time this season. 28 down and 2 to go. We'll see the white flag next time by. Mandela in the 61-year leader. He'll see the white flag coming off of turn number 4. Half a mile to go for the Hoopers rear ends number 61 of Anthony Mandela. He's got a 5-car length advantage over the 57 of Kyle Fife. Fife has his hands full with the 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher. Finally getting a win here at Kern County Raceway. The Hoopers rear ends number 61 of Anthony Mandela wins the Michelob Ultra Superstock 30 here tonight. Kyle Fife again with a second place finish in the 57. The 0-2 of Paul Ebersbacher comes home in third. The 24 of Roger Holder, fourth on the track, but the number 7 of Gene Fife up on the scoreboard fourth, with the number 18 of PJ Hernandez rounding out your top 5. Yeah, I'd say he's excited. Anthony Mandela going to burn up those Hoosier 970s. Near Raymond's Trophy victory lane here tonight. And the smoke is still rolling. Fastenal KGET night at the races here tonight at Kern County Raceway. A breakthrough Saturday night for the 61 of Anthony Mandela. The Hoopers rear ends sponsored machine came into tonight second place in the points. And now earns his first victory here at Kern County Raceway. Does a great burnout for the race fans. I love it when the smoke just hangs in the air. That allows you to really take it in. And he can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. The Hoopers rear ends number 61. Anthony Mandela wins the Michelob Ultra Superstock main event here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Well, we got something to tell your sponsors now, don't we? Anthony, congratulations on a great run. I want to apologize for the mix-up on the points on the website, but I tell you what, in our program, it shows you solidly in second place, and you're going to chip away at Roger Holder's points lead with this victory here tonight. Congratulations on a great run.
Thank you so much. And it's okay about the points, no big deal.
I appreciate that.
I got to thank the guys coming out. I've got Robert, Brandon, Brian. Thanks for coming out and helping out. It's a thankless job. They sweat all day and worked on this car. They hammered on it to set it on kill, and I had to hold up my end of the bargain, and thank goodness I did.
You certainly did, and I'll tell you what, it didn't come easy. I mean, yeah, you had clean racetrack out in front of you, but you were challenged several times, and those cautions, I know those restarts are tough here at Kern County Raceway.
Well, next year we're going to change trannies to have the same thing they do, and I'm running a Muncie 4-speed. It took first gear out, but third gear is not quite up to snuff, so I got to pull some shenanigans on the restarts and try to make it work.
Right on. Well, congratulations on your first career win here at Kern County Raceway, man. Couldn't be prouder of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much to all.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Mandela with a big win here tonight, and gosh darn it, new wrap, beautiful-looking car, Ashmore Motors, Access Real Estate, red hot signs in Tehachapi. Bud, you qualified quick tonight. So proud of you. Kyle Fife comes home in second.
Yeah, thank you, man. It was a good race. Congratulations to Anthony on the win. He deserved it. He had a little quicker car than me. But kind of tired of finishing bridesmaid, you know what I mean? So hopefully next week we get him on the twin mains. And huge thank you to Ashmore Motors, wrapping this car and doing everything for me. Access Real Estate, they're you know, they helped me out so much. P-Dub's Bar and Grill. Yeah, just a huge thank you. Thank you for all the fans coming out. We appreciate it.
Dude, is it your birthday today?
No.
When is your birthday?
November.
Okay, well, we're going to celebrate in November.
You got it.
All right, man. Congratulations, Kyle Fife. Second place. I believe that's 3 races in a row for him coming home in second. Wow. Here he is, Paul Ebersbacher, your third-place finisher. So you're running 90 laps tonight. That's, first of all, I mean, you know, you're nuts, by the way. But thank you for coming out and doing that. But you went from the back to the front, finishing up in third. Great run by the 02 car.
Thank you. First off, I got to say happy birthday to my wife. Monday's her birthday, but we're all celebrating tonight.
So I can come up there and have a Budweiser beer?
Come on up.
Right on, man. I'll be there. Very beautiful lady, and I know she did some kind of social media winning deal for all the fans of Ebers Racing. Is that right?
Yeah, we did if you liked our post, we picked a random number and gave away a family 4-pack of tickets.
That's the kind of stuff I like, man. Thanks for supporting Kern County Raceway. We appreciate it. You do it in all different ways, shapes, and forms. Thank you so much, Paul.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Hey, let's get ready for that next 30-lapper. What do you say?
I'm on it.
Paul Ebersbacher coming home in third in the Michelob Ultra Superstocks. A great run by Paul Ebersbacher tonight. We'll also see him again in tonight's second 30-lap feature for the NASCAR late models. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a couple more main events to go on a Saturday night, short track style here at KCRP. The junior mini dwarfs are up next. These are the 5 to 8-year-old racers. They're coming up on the 8th mile right here at Kern County Raceway. Whew. All right, race fans, couple more main events to go. First up will be the 15-lap feature for the junior mini dwarfs. These are the future stars of racing, the 5 to 8-year-olds. I want to take this time to thank some of our great partners: Golden State Peterbilt in Bakersfield, Fresno, and Porterville; Budweiser and Bud Light. Budweiser, the official beer of Kern County Raceway;
Jim Burke Ford, proud sponsor of our official pace car and proud partner here at Kern County Raceway. Our next race, Saturday night, September 9th. That's 2 weeks from tonight. Jim Burke Ford Night at the Races. We're proud to have about 350 Ford employees and their families join us for that great night of racing action. Also want to thank Smith & Son Tire in Bakersfield, Taft, and Belridge. They do all kinds of tires. When you see these guys come out and they do these heavy-duty tires on the side of the road, fantastic job. You can get all your custom tire needs from them on Rosedale Highway. Want to thank Kern Asphalt and our good friends at Joe Ronco Rentals, the exclusive rental company of Kern County Raceway. Walter Mortensen Insurance, Timberland Pro, Williams Adams CPAs, Real Country, 107.1 KCWR, and of course, tonight's race sponsors, Fastenal and KGET Channel 17. 5 to 8-year-old racers are up next. Hank Hall won the first main event. Noel Armstrong finished in second, and Trenton Rickle finished third. Right now, on the front row, we've got Adam Knoll and Talon Grayley. Adam Knoll in the 12N, Talon Grayley in the 5G. The 17 of Allie Young and the 22 of Trenton Rickle. Next row, the 89L of Noel Armstrong and the 16 of Preston Mears. Starting in 7th position, the 57 of Hank Hall, and in 8th, the 25cc of Carson Conway. In 9th spot, the 43 of Cameron Perryman, and on the outside of row 5, the 11 of Ryan Daves, and the final car in the lineup is going to be the 42 of Stephen Bazin. Late entry right here, I believe that is the number 81 of D.G. George. So 12 cars, 15 laps, 5 to 8-year-old racers. Winner of main event number 1, Hank Hall, will have to start in 7th position. That's on the outside of row number 3. Points leader, Noel Armstrong, will start in the 5th spot. That's on the inside of row 3. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Adam Knoll jumps out to an early lead, and we are underway. Trenton Rickle in the black 22 machine. Caution is out. Adam Knoll apparently jumping the restart, according to my tow truck driver, Paco Guzman, who is also on an international crime spree. He's got that kind of name. From 10 West Towing. I was telling him to shut his flashing lights off, and he's like, dude, it's yellow. What are you looking at? I'm like, oh, you're right. So, sorry, Paco. Are you listening to me on the radio? You know you can. 87.7. Tune it in. You can hear every word I say. There's a volume control there. All right, here we go. It got real dusty real quick here. Going to get them lined back up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we'll get them parked on the back straightaway, get them re-lined up again. So it'll take a little bit to get them re-lined back up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank our great tow service, 10 West Towing, and Paco Guzman for coming out on Fridays and Saturday nights, helping us out. So the DJ safety crew and Motorsports Fire and Rescue going to work to get these young race drivers lined up, including, but not limited to, starting some of those race cars there in turn number 4. So looks like one lap down, but this may be a complete restart. We'll have to wait and see. Late models rolling through tech, or just getting them weighed before that second 30-lap main event tonight that will conclude Fastenal KGET Night at the Races. Again, I want to thank our great partners at Fastenal and KGET. They do a fantastic job for us. One, a media partner and sponsor, and the other just a great partner, and we're a customer of theirs, and we just appreciate that relationship, so thank you guys both. Alexa, if you will text me your son's name, I could do you a solid there if you'd like, if you're still hanging around. And it's a big day for him, so if you'll just text me his name, I will take care of you on that. So tough break for the 25cc. That's one of those Conway cars. Looks like they're off the pace. Back in action as we get ready to go back to green flag racing action. Junior Mini Dwarf main event. Side-by-side starts. These are 5 to 8-year-old racers, ladies and gentlemen. So glad we got the contact information on the driver of that yellow number 16 car. That's Preston Mears, and we'll be going green flag next time by. The Motorsports Fire and Rescue Pace vehicle will peel off, and once again, Adam Knoll gonna get a jump on the start, and we're gonna have to line them all back up one more time, and I think Adam Knoll may have to give up that front starting position. Green flag still in the air. And a battle for the lead out of turn number 2. Trenton Rickle and Adam Knoll. Rickle in the black 22 machine and Adam Knoll doing battle. And Rickle going to take over the lead on lap number 3. So Trenton Rickle in the black 22 is your new leader. The 89L of Noel Armstrong running in second position. Adam Knoll off the pace. He's going to pull into the pits. Hank Hall, who won main event number 1 tonight, runs in 4th position behind the 17 of Allie Young. Four laps down, 11 to go. Nice little green flag run here. 5 in the books and 10 to go. Hank Hall has made his way around the number 17 of Allie Young. Stephen Bazin right there in the mix. Preston Mears as well. Talon Grady, Cameron Perryman, who's got a fan here tonight. Oh boy, spin in 1 and 2. Let's see if we're going to keep it green. No, yellow is out. The 81 of D.G. George spins in the apex of 1 and 2 and brings out a caution on lap number 7. So we've got some NASCAR late models getting lined up in the hot pit lane here. Cars are just about ready to roll, and I'm going to talk to Cole Adamo in the Harrison Street Automotive number 40. Brand new race car for you tonight. You guys really took the time to make sure this thing was right. It looks like you may have missed the mark just a little bit in that first 30-lapper.
Yeah, we're just trying to shake the cobwebs off of it. We were not good. I was having communication problems, and then we had distributor problems too. So we had to bring it in because it wouldn't run anymore.
Did you get her fixed for the second 30-lapper?
Yeah, we put another distributor in it, and we'll see what we can do.
Right on, the Harrison Street Automotive number 40. Of course, CFT Oil and Gas out of Mammoth Lakes, California, still on the number 40 for Cole Adamo, making his successful return here tonight to Kern County Raceway. Caution out one more time in the Junior Mini Dwarfs. And now the old race car that Cole Adamo used to drive being driven tonight by Tanner Wattenbarger. Come on, T-Dub. Hey, man, a lot of laps being run by you tonight, 90 total. You had a pretty decent run there in the spec mods. What do you think about jumping in this number 43 late model for the NASCAR guys? You got 30 more laps to go. Did you learn anything in that abbreviated 30-lapper that you ran earlier tonight?
Oh, yeah, these cars are a real good learning tool for spec mods. They help out a lot. I feel like it makes me a little bit better driver.
Right on, man. Looks like you're starting kind of in the back of the field. Any advantage to that at all?
We're just going to lay back and see what we can do. I don't really want to push the car too hard since it's my second race.
Right on, Tanner Wattenbarger. We'll see him in his own late model coming up in probably a few weeks here at Kern County Raceway, so good luck to him. Back to green flag racing action in the Junior Mini Dwarfs. Trenton Rickle still out in front in the number 22 machine after a couple of cautions there. Should be 7 laps complete this time by, and there it is. So 8 down now, 7 laps to go. It's Trenton Rickle, Hank Hall, who's had to work his way from the back of the field, and Noel Armstrong running in third. These were the cream of the crop earlier tonight, finishing 1, 2, and 3, but not in this order. It was Hank Hall, then Noel Armstrong, then Trenton Rickle, 1, 2, and 3. And now Hank Hall going to make a pass for the lead late in the race. This time by, it'll be 10 laps down, and he's working his way through lap traffic. Hank Hall now your leader, 11 down, 5 to go. Trenton Rickle in the black 22, he's in the middle of the pack there as well. Whoever's going to work their way through these lapped drivers is going to come out on top, and it looks like it's going to be the 57 of Hank Hall, who finds clean racetrack first, as does the 22 of Trenton Rickle. What a move by the 89 of Noel Armstrong. He swung it high and then back down to the bottom side of the racetrack to clear a couple of those lap cars. White flag in the air now for the 57 machine of Hank Hall. Final time down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4, and he's going to do it. He's going to sweep the night for the Junior Mini Dwarfs and win race 1 and race 2. Trenton Rickle comes home in second in race number 2, places third in race number 1. And Noel Armstrong, your points leader, will finish the night with a second and a third place finish. Well, these 3 young men battled all day and all night long, finishing in the top 3 in both main events tonight for the Junior Mini Dwarfs. These are the 5 to 8-year-old racers. Hank Hall finishes first in both main events tonight. Trenton Rickle comes home with a second and a third, and Noel Armstrong comes home with a second and a third as well. But first, he's got his helmet off already, ladies and gentlemen. Hank Hall, in his first race back on the asphalt since his summer break, sweeps the night, ladies and gentlemen, and wins back-to-back main events here at Kern County Raceway. Congratulations, Hank. I know it's been a long day. I know that we've had our first week and a half of school, so I know you guys are pretty worn out. But, man, I sure am glad you came out and put on a great show for these race fans tonight. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're so welcome. I know that your mom and dad worked very hard on this race car for you, but who else do you have to think that helps support the 57 machine?
Motorsports, DWT Tires, my mom, my dad, Chente, Keenan, and Tadage Baker.
Right on, man. Congratulations on back-to-back wins tonight. Welcome back to Kern County Raceway. You get 2 big giant trophies that are going to go right here. Now let's celebrate and take some photos. Congratulations to Hall Motorsports. All right, so Trenton Rickle with a 3rd place finish in the first race and a 2nd place finish in the second race. Trenton, come on out, buddy. You can stay right there, my friend. I'll interview you right there. Whew, long day, huh, bud? Uh-huh. So, man, you had that 2nd place run there in the first race, but the car just seemed to stop on you. What happened? Should I ask this guy? Should I ask Bryce? What happened to the car, man?
Something I've never seen before. The inside of the spark plug wire came off, and
so like a $2 part failed in turn number 4, but you finish up with 2 podium finishes, buddy. Congratulations on a great run tonight. 3rd place in the first race, 2nd place in the second one. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who do you have to thank that helps you out on the 22 car?
Bakersfield Speedway, Make More Water and Service.
It's all good, brother.
Mommy and Daddos and Gamma and Gam.
Right on, brother. Trenton Rickle, ladies and gentlemen, a 2nd and a 3rd tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Hey, you got some sweat stains here on your CNR Motorsports shirt. All right, and a good run. 2nd in the first main event and 3rd in the second main event. Your points leader, Noel Armstrong. Good job, my friend. You know, you were so worried about Hank Hall coming back today, but you hang right there with him. You're turning into a real good race car driver, and I'm very proud of you.
Yep.
Yep. All right, man. And who do you have to thank helps you out on the 89L machine?
Nick, my dad, Jessica, whole family, and Uncle Reno for letting me borrow his trailers to come out here.
Right on, man. Well, congratulations on a good run. I tell you what, I think that's going to be a good race between you guys the last couple, so enjoy it. Give it up for him. Noel Armstrong, ladies and gentlemen, finishes in 2nd and in 3rd tonight. Trenton Rickle with a 2nd and a 3rd, and a sweep for Hank Hall, 1-1 in the number 57. Good deal. All right, one more main event to go. Fastenal, KGET night at the races. Congratulations, you guys. All right, another 30 laps, and I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty exciting one. Looks like the number 1 of Paul Ebersbacher and the 29 of Tony Breidinger may be starting on the front row. That's going to mean your winners, your top 5 from the first one are going to have to come through the field. They want to hit Raymond's Trophy victory lane again tonight. One more main event to go, race fans. The NASCAR late model 30-lapper coming up next.
right, so I'm back in my spot in turn number 3, and I've got some birthdays to announce. I want to say happy birthday to Dwight Cannaday, who's 34. Emily Jones, happy 17th birthday. And Caden Willingham's happy 10th birthday, Caden. Thank you guys for coming out and joining us here tonight at Kern County Raceway, spending your birthday with us. Mrs. Ebersbacher, enjoy your birthday. I'll be up shortly. Yeah. It's pretty cool when your husband gets to get in victory lane, finish up on the podium, and wish you happy birthday from there. That's pretty cool. He's got another shot to do it right now, as it looks like Paul Ebersbacher will start on the front row. I've got the lineup here in front of me. Another 18-car field. Let's go down trackside, meet the drivers. Row number 9 on the outside. The number 4 of Josh Davis. On the inside, the 43 of Tanner Wattenbarger. Row number 8, starting in 16th spot, the number 64 of Jason DeLong. On the inside of row 8, the number 40, Harrison Street Automotive sponsored machine of Cole Adamo. On the outside of row number 7, the 55, Sport VIPs Incorporated sponsored machine is driver Jagger Jones. The 51 of Brady Mello will start on the inside of row number 7. Row number 6 on the outside, the Advanced Combustion sponsored machine of Tommy Gibson. The 10,000 RPM clutches, number 18 of PJ Hernandez will start on the inside of row 6. Row number 5 on the outside, the Race Car Factory Justice Brothers number 50 of Trevor Huddleston. On the inside, the Hoseman 23 machine of Ryan Vargas. On the outside of row number 4, the Arc Technology Scientific Drilling number 28 of Johnny Bettingfield. On the inside of row 4, the Rock Honda Eshelman Racing 09 of Kayla Eshelman. On the outside of row number 3, the Bedrosian's Tile, Stockdale Tile, number 32 of driver Kevin Callahan. On the inside of row 3, the Hogsma Farms 22S of David Hogsma. Outside of row number 2, the Race Car Factory number 56 of Dylan Garner. On the inside of row number 2, the number 12 out of Pahrump, Nevada, Jim Wolfenstein. And your front row on the outside, the Royal Purple Synthetic Oil number 29 of driver Tony Breidinger. And your pole sitter in the Legends Properties number 1, getting ready to start his third 30-lap main event of the evening. Retired deputy out of Bakersfield, California, Paul Ebersbacher. Lights are out, ladies and gentlemen. The field will tighten up. 18 NASCAR late models, a full field here tonight at KCRP. The Jim Burke Ford Mustang convertible pace car will pull off the racetrack. Paul Ebersbacher sets the pace. The field is now his. 18 cars, 9 rows, tight formation into turns 3 and 4. They hit the start box. The green flag is in the air. Ebersbacher misses the shift or doesn't go. And Tony Breidinger is going to launch into the lead. Oh boy, trouble in turns 3 and 4. Involved is the 50 of Trevor Huddleston. Still no yellow. There's the yellow. Yellow is out. That was just corny from the get-go. Your pole sitter, Paul Ebersbacher, just didn't get moving. Of course, he's got a shot when he hits that start box, which is right here on the front straightaway. You can see it noted by 2 orange cones just to the south of that yellow light in turn 4. They hit that start box. They have got the opportunity to start the race. Then after that, we're going. So we're going to have to wait and see what we're doing here. Up on the Coca-Cola scoring pylon, there are no laps recorded. We'll see if it's a complete restart. Dylan Garner doesn't want it to be that way. He was leading the field coming out of turn number 2, but we're going to have to wait and see here. So we'll shuffle it up and see what the NASCAR officials' decision is. Don't forget, race fans, we're taking next weekend off. It is Labor Day weekend. We want you to go out and enjoy the time with your family and friends and enjoy a great 3-day weekend, because we're about ready to embark on the strongest finish ever here at Kern County Raceway. We've got some huge marquee events coming up that will kick off on Saturday night, September 8th, on the dirt track at Kern County Raceway right next door. That'll be Saturday night, September 8th. It's the Not So Super Nationals, $1,500 to win A mods, $1,000 to win B mods, and the Bakersfield Hardtops the very next day. September 9th, Saturday night, our Salute to 9/11 and Jim Burt Ford Night at the Races. Then on Sunday, September 10th, Travis Pastrana's Nitro Circus will invade Kern County Raceway for the first time ever. And I mean, if you're a fan of freestyle motocross, freestyle BMX, skateboarding, and just some crazy, crazy stuff that you've seen Travis Pastrana and his crew do, you're going to see it right here on Sunday, September 10th at Kern County Raceway. It's going to be the biggest thing to hit Bakersfield since the Kern River. Saturday evening, it'll kick off at 6. Have you done by about 8, home by 9. The kids will be sure to get ready and fired up for school the next day. So come on out and join us. You can get tickets at Chewy's on Rosedale. Get them online by visiting kernraceway.com and clicking on the link. Or you can come on out here to Kern County Raceway Monday through Friday from 8 to 4 and join us out here and pick up some tickets. It's Nitro Circus live Sunday, September 10th, right here at Kern County Raceway. All right, we'll give this another shot. The Coca-Cola scoring pylon will reset itself here shortly. Oh boy, again, Breidinger this time has a little bit of trouble getting going, and they're going 3 wide into turn number 1. Looks like everybody's going to make it through unscathed. I'll tell you, the big winner there could have been the 22S of Davey Hogsma. Hogsma to the inside of Jim Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein and Hogsma side by side, going to cross the stripe for second and third. Wolfenstein in the white and blue number 12, and the orange 22S is Davey Hogsma, a rookie in the NASCAR late models here this year at Kern County Raceway. Hogsma getting shuffled back early on this one. He was just battling for second, but a problem off of turn number 2 has sent him back outside the top 5. So your leader early on in this one, the number 1 of Paul Ebersbacher. Here comes the 23 of Ryan Vargas. Ryan Vargas now up into second position by lap number 3. Out of turn number 2 comes the field. It's Ebersbacher in the number 1 machine, your leader, followed by the 23 of Ryan Vargas. Then it's the 12 of Jim Wolfenstein, and then the 32 of Kevin Callahan. That's your top 4. And then it is a gaggle of cars battling for 5th, being led now by the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield. Bedingfield finished 3rd in main event number 1 here tonight, and now we've got ourselves a new leader. And that is the 23 of Ryan Vargas. Vargas able to put some real estate between himself and the number 1 of early leader, Paul Ebersbacher. 5, now 6 car lengths off of turn number 2 is the advantage that Ryan Vargas has over the number 1 of Paul Ebersbacher, who's right in front of the 32 of Kevin Callahan. Callahan able to keep that number 32 machine on the bottom side of the racetrack and get a good drive off of turn number 4. The number 1 of Ebersbacher lets Callahan go into turn number 1. Didn't want to push the issue this early in the race. This time by, it'll be 6 down and 23 to go. After being involved in an early caution, race number 1 winner, the 50, Trevor Huddleston, has worked his way up into the top 5. He runs in 5th. But Ryan Vargas is trying to put as much distance between himself and the 50 of Trevor Huddleston because he knows Huddleston is coming. He's now up to 4th, and he's going to make a 2-car pass coming out of turn number 4. Huddleston made the move on the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield. Bedingfield running in 5th now. Early leader Paul Ebersbacher in the 1 car. Shuffled back to 4th. The 50 of Trevor Huddleston now runs in 3rd position. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway comes, trouble on the back straightaway. The number 4 is involved, along with the 51 of Brady Mello, Josh Davis. And it's a pile up on the back straightaway late. Involved is the 22S of Davey Hogsma and the 40 of Adam Ostobbs. Ebersbacher is right there. 2 cars were spun towards the tail end of the back straightaway, and collected late is the 22S of Hogsma. So the 4 of Josh Davis and the 51 of Brady Mello started that deal. And some pretty heavy damage on the 22S of Hogsma on the right front. DJ Safety Crew, Motorsports Fire and Rescue, there now. But a tough break for the rookie of Davey Hogsma, who had a good top 5 run in several of the races this year here at Kern County Raceway, but his first major incident of 2017 is on the back straightaway with Josh Davis in the number 4. 10 West Towing will roll as well. Indications from the track, ladies and gentlemen, all drivers are okay. All drivers are okay. DJ Safety Crew still going to work, making sure that the rest of the field goes to the high side of the racetrack. Still rolling. The 51 of Brady Mello has brought it into the pits. But still rolling is the number 1 of Paul Ebersbacher, who led a couple of laps early. Now to the back of the field. PJ Hernandez still in there. Tanner Wattenbarger in the 43, the 7 of Tommy Gibson, the 29 of Tony Breidinger still rolling. And I'll tell you what, this may take a little bit to get this one cleaned up. Hogsma's car is set perpendicular to the racetrack right now, with the rear of the car facing the outside retaining wall. Number 4, Josh Davis, in the same position. So after being involved in that first caution, the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston sits on the track in 5th position. However, the 40 of Adamo and the 51 of Brady Mello believe they could be a lap down now. I'll have to check the electronic scoring to check on that. I want to thank you again, race fans, for coming out. Our summer break is over. The final leg of our 2017 season starts tonight. And as I said, some big marquee events coming up. We've told you about Nitro Circus. Travis Pastrana's Nitro Circus Live will be here on September 10th. Jim Burke Ford Night on September 9th. Of course, we also have the Budweiser NASCAR Championship season finale. Champions will be crowned that night in all 4 of our NASCAR divisions. Legends will race that night as well. That is Saturday night, September 16th. So they got the number 4 of Josh Davis off the racetrack. Now they're going to work on the 22S of Davey Hogsma. Again, all drivers are okay, ladies and gentlemen, in that incident. Going back over here just to kind of assess the damage on the 22S of Hogsma. Of course, that is the championship winning car from 2016 here at Kern County Raceway. Buddy Shepard went undefeated in that machine in 2016 and came back and ran it in a couple of twin main event this year and dominated those races for another 2 wins. So Buddy Shepard, when he's in that race car, has won, I believe, 13 times in a row. So just about the center of that front end of that race car, seen some damage. Looks like radiator and some left front suspension damage on the 22S of Davey Hogsma. They'll get that car up and off the ground and do a little cleanup work. I don't see any oil-based products on the racetrack. Smells and looks just like water. Of course, DJ Fire and Safety right there. They got it hooked up and just about ready to go. They'll lift the 22S machine up and off the racetrack. So definitely some heavy cosmetic damage as well as radiator on the 22S. A little bit of side body damage on the left side as well on that driver's side, just behind the left front tire. And now the KCRP tow truck getting the 22S off of that racetrack, and the safety crew will go to work on this one. As I said, just water from the radiator is what it appears to be on the racetrack right now. That will be quickly dried up. Looks like we're just about good to go. So they're off the racetrack, and the cleanup crew looks like they're going to exit the racetrack as well. So the 23 machine of Ryan Vargas is your leader. Now the 51 of Brady Mello, possibly a lap down. The 32 of Kevin Callahan scored in second position. Then it is the 50 of Trevor Huddleston, third. Fourth will be the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield. And I think up to fifth now, the number 12 of Jim Wolfenstein. So some good runs for the young guns here tonight of Ryan Vargas in the 23 and, of course, the 50 of Trevor Huddleston. Two-time and defending California State NASCAR champion, and right there in the mix for the national championship this year. It's going to come down to those final couple of weekends in the NASCAR Weekly Racing Series. Wheelan Engineering sponsoring that. Wheelan All-American Series. That's the divisions that we run here at Kern County Raceway. NASCAR Mini Stocks, NASCAR Spec Mods, NASCAR Super Stocks, and of course the NASCAR Late Models. This is the Division 1, and that's what that national championship is all about. winning that Division I national championship is a huge honor. But back to the incident. Tough break for the 4 of Josh Davis and the 22S of Davey Hogsma. All right, so it looks like the 51 has been relocated with the lucky dog. And now the 50 of Trevor Huddleston will pull into the inside of row number 2, right behind your leader, the 23 of Ryan Vargas. On the outside, it's the 32 of Kevin Callahan and the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield. So Bedingfield's got to be very happy with the way his weekend is right now, because I'll tell you what, when I talked to him this morning on his way out to the racetrack, he was not in a good mood. Car was dragging the ground. They couldn't get it figured out. And a couple of pretty good runs, that'll take care of that long jaw, I'll tell you that. Here we go. Pace car off the racetrack. Kayla Eshelman right there in the mix as well. Dylan Garner, Jagger Jones, PJ Hernandez, and Tommy Gibson in the top 10. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air, kind of stacking it up. It was kind of an abbreviated start with Ryan Vargas trying to get the jump out of turn number 4. As they rock it down the back straightaway, Callahan on the outside in the 32. The 50 of Trevor Huddleston now takes over second position from the 32 of Callahan. Johnny Bedingfield still runs in 4th. Your leader, Ryan Vargas, as we are only 10 laps into this one. And they are nose to tail into turn number 3. The 50 car just gets off the corner so well and goes through 3 and 4. Maybe a little bit of contact there between the two cars battling for the lead. Huddleston dove to the inside. There were some sparks flying off the 23 when they entered turn number 1. And now Vargas has been shuffled back to second. Your new leader on lap number 11 is the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston. Ryan Vargas in the 23, second. The 32 of Kevin Callahan runs in 3rd. 4th is the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield, and now starting to make a run in 5th position, the 56 of Dylan Garner. And now Trevor Huddleston beginning to pull away from the 23 of Vargas. 3-car length advantage in just 2 laps. 14 down. Nearing the halfway point of late model main event number 2 to finish up Fastenal. KGET night at the races. The 56 of Dylan Garner now has overtaken the 28 of Johnny Bedingfield. Garner in the Race Car Factory number 56 machine now up to 4th. 3rd place is the 32 of Kevin Callahan. 2nd, the 23 of Ryan Vargas. And your leader starting in 10th position. Near the lead just before the halfway point, Trevor Huddleston. Bedingfield now about ready to give way to the 55 of the youngster Jagger Jones in the Sports VIP Incorporated 55. Method Race Wheels also sponsoring Jagger Jones. As they fly down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Kayla Eshelman in the Long Honda 09. That's the black and pink car. One of 2 female drivers in the field here tonight. The 09 is one, Kayla Eshelman. And the 29 of Tony Breidinger is the other. She's battling for a top 10 position. I believe she runs in 10th. Your leader crossing the stripe to complete lap number 19. 19 down and 11 to go. Huddleston now with an 8-car length advantage over the 23 of Vargas. 2.5 seconds back from Vargas is the 32 of Kevin Callahan. Your leader now starting to come up on some lap traffic. Right in front of him is the 51 of Brady Mello. Mello will stay to the low side of turn number 4. And Huddleston will make the pass entering turn number 1. 21 down, 9 to go. Huddleston, Vargas, and Callahan running 1, 2, and 3. Callahan entering turn number 3 right now. Bedingfield, who loosened his car up after finishing 3rd in the first main event tonight. 22 down, 8 laps to go. Tremendous amount of race cars now in front of your leader. Could be interacting with them here in the next 3 to 4 laps. 23 in the books, 7 laps to go. Huddleston has only been beaten 3 times here this year at Kern County Raceway. Once by Brandon Weaver early in the season, and then twice by the 2016 track champion Buddy Shepard. But he has been on rails here tonight, starting 10th in both NASCAR late model main events and taking the lead at halfway or near the halfway point in both of these 30 lappers. Your leader coming out of turn number 2. Sees the black number 18 of P.J. Hernandez in front of him, along with the 7 of Tom Gibson and the 1 of Paul Ebersbacher, who led early. Ebersbacher about ready to go a lap down. 27 laps have been recorded. 3 laps to go. My mistake, 26 in the books. This time by 27 down and 3 to go. In main event number 2 for the NASCAR late models here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Fastenal and KGET Channel 17 night at the races. Now it's going to start getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Laps beginning to wind down. Some lap traffic slowing up the number 50 of Trevor Huddleston. Huddleston's going to choose the inside. Ebersbacher sees him, but that has still allowed the 23 machine of Ryan Vargas to pull right up on his rear bumper as they enter turn number 3. This is going to be a close one. Coming to the white flag, this time by half a mile to decide it. A distant third is the 32 machine of Kevin Callahan. 2 car lengths now that they've cleared the lap cars. Final time down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. Trevor Huddleston is going to sweep the NASCAR late models once again here at Kern County Raceway. He starts 10th in both main events and wins the Twins here tonight. Ryan Vargas with a pair of second-place finishes. And Kevin Callahan completes the podium in race number 2. Dylan Garner 4th and Jagger Jones 5th. Bedingfield 6th. Eshelman 7th. Wolfenstein 8th. Adamo 9th. And Breidinger rounds out your top 10. An amazing pair of main events tonight by your current track point leader and the young man who has a shot at a NASCAR National Championship in 2017, Trevor Huddleston. An amazing job. He's collected a tremendous amount of hardware this year from Kern County Raceway, and he's going to meet me in Raymond's Trophy Victory Lane. He's up and on top of the car, ladies and gentlemen. What a run. Want to thank you, race fans, for coming out and joining us
On the first race back from our summer break, you got to see some amazing talent here tonight. 3 half-mile divisions, and we ended it up with the NASCAR late models. And Trevor Huddleston, wow, what an amazing job. You start 10th place in both main events tonight. Near halfway or before halfway, the number 50 car takes the lead. But that's not the whole story. There was a spin in 1 and 2 early on in this one. Did you get a little frustrated or anxious? Because it seemed like you picked up the pace a little bit after the spin early on in this second main event.
Oh, yeah, definitely. My spotter, Will, kept me calm and got me knowing that everything's right in the car. We definitely got lucky there that we didn't get a flat or anything. I guess we got hit in the perfect spot. I know that's a weird thing to say, but anyways, yeah, it wasn't a heck of a race. Ryan, I mean, everybody, they're just great competitors, and they really have some great battles. But, man, I love Kern. This is a great fast track, High Point Racing, Race Car Factory, Frank's Gear Service. Everybody gives me top-notch equipment.
This is a fast racetrack, as we know. Irwindale's wide, and there's lots of room. You can pick your lines and try to work your way through it. Congratulations on your second-place finish in the SRL Southwest Tour Series race just a week ago. That was a great run between you and Derek Thorne. Thorne getting the win, of course. But Kern County Raceway is so fast. What I've noticed, and believe me, I study every car that drives into turn number 3. It just seems this number 50 machine is able to drop down and stay on the bottom and come off the corner so well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what we work for. Straightaway speed doesn't matter. Bill Lowe gives us great motors, always running strong, but, you know, you got to get him through the turns here. This is a really fast track, like you said, so it's all about momentum. Race Car Factory works day and night to make these cars as best as they can be, and we get lucky. Just like I said, I mean, everybody, thanks to all the fans. Thank you.
From 10th to 1st in both main events tonight, Trevor Huddleston, ladies and gentlemen, sweeps the NASCAR late model main events once again. I'll tell you what, bud, I didn't know if it could get any more exciting than the first one, but you were able to do that and give me some excitement down there in 3 and 4 for the majority of this race. Couple of cautions in this one, but let's talk about the late lap cars that allowed you to catch the rear bumper of the 50. Thought you had a shot there, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, I tried something new with my line. I started changing up, seeing where I needed to enter, try different throttle and braking points in it. Ended up working. We started reeling in Trevor little by little. I kept hearing my spotter, Nick. He kept saying, okay, you were 10th faster that lap, 10th faster that lap, 10th and a half that lap. So it was just, we were continuously getting just a little bit closer. Those lap cars, they've surely opened the door for me. It's just tough. I mean, besides the top 5, everybody else is just so a little bit off. So we got to just be ready to capitalize when that kind of stuff happens. And that's one thing that I got to work with. But this place has surely given me the experience.
Well, congratulations on a couple of runner-up finishes tonight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you and your family making the tow up here to race with us. Thank you.
Of course, and thank you to the fans that showed up tonight. Great crowd tonight. Thank you, guys.
The hose man number 23, Ryan Vargas. You can call him Rhino. That's right, and what a run. The Stockdale tile, Bedrosian's tile. I'm telling you what, the 32 car, man, you really had to hang it out this second one here to keep up the pace. And it seems like you found a comfortable zone there once you dropped back to 3rd. And, man, you were right there. I thought that late caution was going to help you out, but a great third-place run and a podium finish for you. Kevin Callahan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I know it's good to be back up here in the, at least in the Victory Circle area.
Victory Circle adjacent? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you know, this car, it's been a lot of work to get it to where it's at, and these guys behind me, they just work their butts off every week. You know, can't thank them enough. So got to give a shout-out to them first, and then obviously Stockdale Tile. They've been with me for 20 years, my racing career. So huge thanks to them for being with me that long. Takes pretty big commitment in a solid checkbook to be able to do that for somebody. So I got to thank them. But, yeah, I mean, we had a good car, just not quite there yet. We just need to keep tuning on this thing, and we'll get there eventually. It takes a little time to get a new car up to par, but
you guys have made great leaps and bounds this year in 2017, and we appreciate your support, Kevin. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Kevin Callahan, ladies and gentlemen, comes home in 3rd tonight, the final podium finisher. Race fans, thank you guys so much for coming out. Our summer break is over. We've kicked off this final leg of the 2017 season. We hope that you'll come back and join us for the remainder of the year.